watching.
26-7. Let's dance, Taylor. You know what I mean? Let's dance.
It's quick, Gerald. Do something.
It's okay. It's dead.
What's up, everybody? Thursday night foosball. You know what I mean? We got ourselves a great game. Ravens, Dolphins. Shout out. Oh, yeah. Brett says, I am late. We, in fact, were late. We like to be like that fashionably late situation. You know what I mean? Shout out to Brett. First comment of the evening. Karen, what's up? Howdy, go, Pat, go. And while we're doing this stream tonight, we're going to try to help raise maybe a little bit of money for the folks in Jamaica who are going through that hurricane situation. A lot of people, bad things are happening. So I thought we would, me and Vinny were thinking about it. Thought we'd throw up a link and maybe people can help a little bit. And you know what I mean? Hopefully do some good while we enjoy some Thursday night football. You know what I mean? But if you want to donate, there's a link, and then we're gonna drop a link in the comment section too. But also there's a QR code there, and but yeah, we have Lamar Jackson coming back though. Lamar Jackson, back. We are gonna see how healthy Lamar Jackson is. I assume they wouldn't bring him back unless he's ready. But watching Lamar Jackson play football is very fun. What's up, Badger State 3451? Go, Matt, go. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being over here. We have a little Thanksgiving festivities going on. You know what I mean? We got the little pumpkin over here. You know what I mean? That dude looks evil. Like, what's going on there? You know, when I was watching that intro too, we have the links going in the chat for to donate. But I was thinking about. I don't think where are Ravens, Vinny? Where do Ravens live?
Ravens?
Are there Ravens flying around Baltimore?
Well, I'm sure they got to have some around there, but I mean, they're basically like a crow, wouldn't you think?
I don't know. Are they in Wisconsin? Have I ever been in the same state as a Raven?
Oh, we've got some around here. Oh, yeah.
Before. I never seen a dolphin though either. So you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Not in real life, you know what I mean? But we got 73 degrees over here in Miami. 57% humidity. I don't know why I gave you that information like you care, but here we go. What's up, Jesse? As this kickoff's about to go over here. Yes, Matt Ramage is live. Great to have you live tonight. Sorry I missed the live stream last night. I had to work during. Hey, that happens. You know, you got to get that money. We're gonna have a kick, dude. A short kick over here, and he's at the 40. He's gonna get to about the 44-yard line where the Dolphins are gonna start this thing. And Tua's kind of been getting after it a little bit. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Jesse. Oh, you're here most of the time. You know what I mean? Jesse said, I live in Southeast Texas, so this is hurricane country. That was like the Reggie White of hurricanes. Unfortunately, there's a lot of good pass rushers, but nobody like Reggie White. You know what I mean? But yeah, so we're gonna try to raise a little bit of money today. And I might do this every now and again. I want to do some local stuff too. You know, like whatever. I don't want to do it all the time because I don't always be asking. But I think it's good when like stuff happens to help people. I know a few people who know people who were affected by it. But here we go. We're going to have ourselves a pass over here. And that's going to be a first down past the 40-yard line. And the Dolphins just come right out here, waddle on here. Let's get in football mode right here. You know what I mean? Ravens are more of a forest dweller. A forest dweller. Yeah, we don't have a lot of forests around where I come from. You know what I mean? We got some woods. We got some trees. You know what I mean? But here we go. I don't know the Dolphins. You know, I got Tua on my fantasy team. He's like I got Tua. I mean, I got him because Lamar was hurt. But I don't start him. I started him one game, but he's been doing some stuff. So let's see what they got here. 1st down and 10. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it up the middle. Nothing there on 1st and 10. So it'll be 2nd down over here.
You get nothing. You.
Yeah, there's this donation. If you come back to this chat, if you find the link, otherwise if you ask, I'll try to provide it for you. But yeah, I just say anyone, even if it's a small amount, I think it's good to help out those in need when we can. You know what I mean? Like I say, even if it's $5, $5 is $5. What's up, Shadrow95? How you doing? Thanks for being here. Right here, we got Tua under center here. They're at the 38-yard line. He's got a man in the backfield. 13:35 to go in the first. Back to throw. Tua's going to throw it left side, and that's a good ball right there, and he's going to be able to run for about 5 yards in that. That was a good pass that he just led him, so he didn't have to come back for it. He could run and already have momentum, you know what I mean? That's some good analysts I just did right there. Brett, what's up? Hey, Matt. Hi from Charlotte, where folks are decidedly anxious about Sunday's game. Watching you because don't give a crap about the game, but you make it entertaining. Oh, I appreciate that, you know what I mean? Try to make this fun. I have a good time, and Vinny makes it fun, with all the cool graphics we got going on. We got some, different stuff because it's Halloween mode. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 6. Here we go. Tua's gonna be on shotgun. He's got a man to his right over here, and I think they're gonna call a timeout. Cowards. Just kidding. See, this is creeping me out already. You know what I mean? What's going on? You see me walk off the stream, you know why. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and just like sweating it out, this gigantic spider. Parsons got Defensive Player of the Month. Definitely well deserved. He is a game changer. Thank you, Jerry, for Parsons. We won that trade on that. Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Month. Jordan Love, Offensive Player of the Week. Dude, the Packers, I feel like they got it clicking a little bit. They got to put a complete game out on Sunday, but the Packers are doing some stuff. And Rashawn Gary, he's got 7.5 sacks. I think Parsons got 6.5, but obviously he's got a lot of pressures. He's kind of one of the reasons Rashawn has 7.5 sacks. Not that Rashawn doesn't deserve, because Rashawn's a beast, but having that other guy on the other side helps both of them tremendously. You know what I mean? Here we go. They're going to be in a little pistol over here. 3rd down and 6. They're trying to run this thing right side. Does he have enough blockers? He does not. That's going to be 4th down and about 3. Just said last week was on fire, and he looks smooth so far. If the Dolphins win this, the Ravens are never more. 2-6 is done. Yeah, dude. The Ravens are in a spot right here. I expect the Ravens to win this game, but I think that it won't be no easy pushover win at all. Let me see here. Ramage, what are you or your wife giving out for Halloween? Is it beer? No, they don't let you give out beer. And I don't give out beer like that. Here comes a field goal, 49-yard attempt, and that's gonna be up. It's gonna be good. You know what I mean? Yay! 49-yard field goal attempt over here. Or completion, I should say, not attempt anymore. Hey, buddy, good evening. Hope you're doing great. Cheers. You know what I mean? I'm having a good time. We're at commercial, but we're gonna hang tight right here. Getting this thing underway. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? All right, so tonight, it is nighttime. You know what I mean? We are trying to raise a little bit of money for Jamaica, the hurricane that went on over there. Try to do some good. So if you're able to help, there's a link in the comments section everywhere that you might be watching this. If you want to donate, even a small amounts probably help. You know what I mean? So let's do a little bit of good. I was thinking that today because everyone knows Tom Grassi, who does live streams and raises a crazy amount of money for all types of stuff. We were talking about at my job, and I was like, they call it chaotic good. I was like, they're like, what are you calling yours? Like, I got no name. I got no name for it, but we're gonna try to do some good. Kevin said there are some houses by Red Smith that give out shots of adults on Halloween. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I remember when my kids were young. I remember going trick or treat, and there was more of the fancier neighborhoods, not the neighborhood I lived in. We because the smart folks, when you're going trick or treat, you know what I mean. You know the game. You got to go to better neighborhoods than you live in. But I remember going to this neighborhood, and everyone was just handing out shots or whatever drinks to People are walking with wagons with their kids, and they got beer stashed in there. Everyone just handing out beers and all types of stuff. So, yeah, dude, we know how to do it in Wisconsin. I've been trick or treating in many years, dude. I remember one year trick or treating, and we were walking, like my kids or whatever, and they walk up like this side porch. There's like no railings, it's just like a kind of a barely lifted deck or whatever. And there's a sliding door on it, but there's a main door, and their kids are all walking to the main door, and the sliding door slides open, and there's just some guy dressed in like a maniac outfit, like a very scary outfit, and he's like, yeah, I think he might have had a chainsaw or something. The kids were diving into bushes, they were jumping around, they were like all like getting hurt, and like my son like jumped in the bush, rolled it out, and then ran down the street. We had to go get him, we had to go find him, and then the guys were like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I thought we were teenagers. He didn't realize how young they were, dude. It was like one of the funniest things ever. These kids were like scarred for life, you know what I mean? My kid didn't even like trick-or-treating after that. He was like, I'm good, you know what I mean? What's up, Luke over here? Sup, Matt? I love listening to you. Go Pack Go. Are you going to a game on Sunday? I'm not going to go to the game on Sunday. I'm going to live stream. I was going to go to the game. I was very, very close to going to, but I just want to live stream. I do enjoy live stream. I might go down there in the morning to do a little bit of tailgate and hang out with some folks, but the live streams are really fun. And I think people enjoy them, you know what I mean? I don't want to put Vinny out of work over here. Producer. Here comes the kickoff. And we're going to have about the 4-yard line. Here's where the Ravens are going to take this, 20-25. He's at the 30, and he's going to get to about the 33-yard line. Ali. That's a name right there. Shots keep you warm on Halloween. Hey, shots keep you warm year-round there, Kevin. You know what I mean? It's a gift that keeps on giving year-round. All right, Lamar Jackson missed the last 3 games. As I know, because he was my starting fantasy quarterback. It's usually who I use. Obviously, I have Jordan Love, and I kind of interchange him. I have like throughout the years because it's a dynasty league based on the. But Lamar's a good fantasy quarterback. You know what I mean? So I've been going with him, but not tonight. I'm still starting Jordan Love. So Lamar's on the bench for me. Here we go. They're gonna have a run up the middle over here. It's gonna be nothing there.
You get nothing.
You get nothing. You get nothing. Yeah, no Thursday night football in 2 weeks, and also, there's no live stream. I forget what day it is. I have to. I've been doing a thing for my kid's wedding too, food testing. But we're gonna miss a few Thursday night footballs here coming up. You know what I mean? And then when I'm at the Giants game, I'm gonna be in New York for like 5 days, so we're gonna be missing some streams there. But anyways, here we go. 2nd down and 10, 11:22 to go in the first quarter. Lamar Jackson's in shock, and he's back to throw. Quick pass left side. That's going to be completed to just about the 40-yard line. Rick says Packer players should go to Matt LaFleur's house and do to him what Favre and Don Beebe did to Holmgren on Halloween. Yeah, dude, they went. We should have got that clip. I didn't really think about it. One of the great clips is Favre, whatever it was. You just said it, Don Beebe. I think it might have been a few other guys that were in there. They dressed up in character, masks, and went to Mike Holmgren's house, knocked on his door, and tried to be like aggressive, like trying to get in his house. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, oh, what's going on? And then they took the mask off, and he's like, oh, it's a hilarious video if you haven't seen it. YouTube that thing. Here we go, Lamar. He's going to be tossing this thing incomplete, kind of low for Bateman. He wasn't able to haul that thing in. It's 4th down and 3. That's ugly. That's not what you want right here. I might dress up as Ivan from chat and scare kids.
And an update, man?
You going to the Philly game? I don't know. That one's in Green Bay. I'm pretty sure, right? That would be.
That's a Monday night game, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that'd be all right. I'm going to the Giants game in New York, or in New Jersey rather, but I'm not sure. But I do have to get to Lambeau, dude. That's why I was going to that. It seems like a good one to go to. But it's a noon game, too. I'm not a big fan of going to noon games. We're going to have ourselves a punt here, and it's going to roll to about the 3, even they jump on it.
That no-stream night you were talking about for the food tasting is Friday the 7th, November 7th. Okay,
Friday the 7th. So that'll be a Friday that we're not doing a stream. What's in 2 weeks? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks. It is already 2 weeks. That would
be next week. Next week, Friday, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but what Kevin was saying, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
I don't even know. Anyways. What's up, Robert? How you doing? We're having a good time over here. Look, I'm full of good ideas. I'm not sure what idea that was. What is up, Erica? How you doing? Hey, Matt and Vinny. How you doing, Erica? Thanks for being here. All right, here we go. First down and 10:25 to go in the first quarter. How many people in the chat are not actually watching the game? Because I know it's on Prime, so people might not see it. It's always good to know. But they're going to be in a little pistol over here. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it up the middle. Try to get some room over here. They got a few yards on that. I'm kind of hungry because before the chat, Vinny was talking about food. Thanks.
Yeah. See, everything's always my fault. See, it's all right. You're the boss. Everything rolls downhill. I know how it works.
And I ate after work and I had a little quick trip. 2nd and 7 over here. Watching it in Madden view. There you go. 2nd and 7 over here. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to us right now. He's got a man in motion. They're about the 7-yard line. Quick pass right side, and they're going to get a first down. This offense got a little slow. Oh, the ball is on the ground, and the Ravens recover. Now they're running towards the end zone. They tackle them, but I think this is a turnover. It's Ravens ball. It's going to be like at the 7-yard line. That's a big-time play. How did they do that? I feel like this Miami offense was just getting after it, and then a big-time mistake. And they're dancing in the end zone. It's not a touchdown, but they're still going to anyways. I don't have Prime. I have Peacock and HBO Max and Spotify and Disney Plus, but I do not have Amazon Prime. Yeah, it's rough to watch all the games these days. Yeah, as Rick said, I'm not paying for Prime. I don't blame you. I already have it because my wife, I think it comes with like all the shopping she does. I don't even know. But we got it. We've always had it. Go Pack Go. My Halloween costume is a cheesehead. I work with a bunch of Bears fans. Absolutely awesome. Get after it. Let them know. Let them know. Have not be Green Bay since I was 12 years old, dude. There you go. It's a good time. It's a good time. I think I missed a whole bunch of comments over here. But so they're trying to say he's down or what's going on here? No, that ball came out before, so whatever they're trying to talk about. I'd rather listen to the best broadcaster, Matt Ramage, than watch the game. You and Tom Grassi are my favorite. Tom Grassi's a GOAT, you know what I mean? And now the Ravens going to run this thing, and I think he might got in. Did he get in? What are they going to call it? Nope, short. Ran it right up the middle. Derrick Henry. Ordered me a couple new jerseys today. Parsons away jersey and Kraft home jersey. I think Kraft jersey is the way to go. You know what I mean? For sure. Both those jerseys. But here we go. Lamar Jackson going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing out. They're trying to run this thing up the middle again, and nothing's going to be there. They're trying to run this thing, trying to get a quick
You get nothing.
Now it's going to be 3rd down and goal. I haven't been to Green Bay since August. I am kind of having withdrawals. You know what I mean? You need to get back. It's like that on Lost when it's like, we got to go back. We got to go back. And everyone's like, no, we can't go back. But then you got to go back sometimes. You know what I mean? If you didn't watch Lost, you don't get that reference. But if you did, you probably wasn't that good still. But here we go. Lamar's going to be under center. They're going to try to run this thing in again, or are they going to play action? Which they play action. Now Lamar's rolling right. He tries to get rid of it, throws it back in the end zone. No good. Oh, my God. Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal. The Ravens were given an absolute gift. Likely. No, that catch wasn't likely. You know what I mean? That was way overthrown.
Oh, you almost had it.
That was a good
Gotta
joke.
be quicker than that.
But I think they're staying on the field over here. I think you do in this situation. I don't think that's bad. I mean, you could tie it right here, but like you were given a gift. You got to take advantage of this gift. But if you don't get it, that's a rough one, dude. They're going to be at about the 2-yard line. Lamar Jackson's going to be under center. He's got a man in the backfield. I think that's Flowers in motion. And that's going to be, he's rolling right. Oh, he's going to throw it. I thought he was going to run it. That's going to be a touchdown to Mark Andrews. And that helps my prize picks. Shout out to Mark Andrews over here. Mark Andrews used to be my fantasy tight end, but I traded him. Man, who had the Ravens being a bad team on their 2025 bingo card for real? I mean, obviously Lamar Jackson injury didn't help, but like, yeah, they're just, they're not doing good. That Kwik Trip bakery still on? Yeah, it's on to like 11:16 or something, I think. I forget the exact date. Oh, we got some bots rolling in here.
Till the 17th.
It's the 17th. There you go. We know stuff about stuff. So go get you some. Here comes the extra point. It's up. It's going to be good. And we got ourselves a 7-3 ball game right here, folks. And that's what you like to see. All right, so I blocked the bot, I think. I apologize for that. I don't know what website they're coming from. I'm going to put it on the screen real quick. Don't look at this. Was that YouTube? All right. But, yeah, apologize for that. I blocked him. But, anyway, we are going to commercial. We're going to be right back. 7-3 ball game. You know what I mean? Hang with me.
The images we're seeing from neighborhoods in Jamaica in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa reveal absolute destruction.
Any news, Dan?
Not yet.
I love you.
We're here for you. Kwik Trip.
Here we go. We are back. We got ourselves a 7-3 ball game. What's up, Joseph? How you doing? Thanks for being here. We're having a good time over here. And we're also trying to raise a little bit of money for the folks in Jamaica who, with that hurricane and everything that you've seen on that commercial. So if you're willing or able to donate, be sure to do that. We got the link in the chat. But here we go. We're going to have a kick return here. He's at the 25. He's going to get to about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins just gifted the Ravens a touchdown, and that's not what you want to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. You gotta try to do our part. You know what I mean? That's the first time we ever did something like this. So we're going to try different stuff, local stuff too. But good time to test it out. You know what I mean? Last time I was in Green Bay was for the NFL draft. I miss Green Bay, but when I do go to Lambeau Field, I call it home because it's a family-friendly venue to go to. Lambeau is about 35 minutes from me, depending on traffic. Yeah, dude, Lambeau's a good time. That draft was wild. But here we go. They're going to be 1st and 10. Tua is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 8:21 to go in the first quarter. And they got a man in motion. Oh, they got a little direct snap over here, it looks like. And that's going to be a first down run on the left side. Tua did one of these little fake-a-roonies, you know what I mean? As he ran across. God, I'm trying to explain it for the folks who ain't watching it, you know what I mean?
That boy's good.
You know what I mean? What's up, Ivan? How you doing? Said hello, Mr. Matt. You know what I mean? That's respect right there. What's up, Frosty the Snowman? It's almost your time to shine, baby. It's almost Frosty's time to shine. But it's not yet. Not yet. The leaves are still out there, you know what I mean? Just tune in. How's the game going? Who do you think is gonna win? This is a 7-3 ball game. I picked the Ravens to win this thing, but here we go. We're gonna have a pitch over here, but the Dolphins are gonna run this thing left side, trying to get the corner, and he's gonna get a decent chunk right there, about 7 or 8 yards, depending on where they mark it, maybe 6 or 7. But I think the Ravens are gonna win this thing. But it's not looking really great right now. The Ravens are winning, but the Dolphins kind of gifted that. They had a fumble right down there on like the 7-yard line. So maybe that spikes the Ravens up a little bit. But yeah, we're going to see right here. I'll get in there and donate. There you go. Shout out to Ivan. Doing good stuff over here. I just watched that video where they went to his house. That was great. Yeah, that's a great video right there. 2nd down and 4. Tua's going to be under center. They're about just past midfield. And they're going to, the defense was all over that, trying to run up the middle. That dude knew that.
Boom, he's on his back.
I don't know the numbers all the
You'll
way.
feel that one tomorrow.
What's up, Sam? How you doing? I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any comments over here. Matt, what's your second favorite football stadium? I've never been to any other football stadiums. I'm going to the Giants Stadium this couple weeks over here, so we'll find out then. Maybe that's my second favorite. But yeah, I've never been to one. I've been to a different one. As far as professional, here we go. Tua's going to throw this thing quick. That's going to be a first down for the Miami Dolphins. And I think that this offense is kind of doing a little bit. Like I say, you take that turnover away, we'll see what might have been. But yeah, we already got that one. It is almost there. I can feel it in my nostrils. You know what I mean? It's almost frosty. It's time to shut up. It always scares me. Now I know why people say, like, when I'm annoying, I'm like, I get it. You know what I mean? You want the Dolphins to win. Yeah, the Dolphins, I think it's going to be interesting because their coach not having a good time, over there. But Tua's 5 for 5, 63 yards. So I think they're trying to turn this thing around a little bit. Here we go. Tua's going to be looking to throw. Gets it off. That's going to be bobbled in the air, nearly intercepted, but hits the turf or the grass, whatever they got over there in Miami. 2nd down and 10. But yeah, the Dolphins 2-6. I mean, it seems that they're kind of trying to get a little bit better, but you're sitting at 2-6. That's a rough situation. Coaches might get fired. They got a lot of stuff going on over there. You always see stuff in the media. I don't know what's going on, but they want to win this game. But the Ravens, they're sitting at 2-5. A lot of that, their quarterback was hurt for a few weeks. But yeah, both these teams is like, dude, this is a win now situation. Here we go. Tua's going to be in a pistol. He's got a man in motion. They're going to run this thing. He's trying to bounce it right side. He does it. The first down. He's inside the 25-yard line. Out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. Nice little scamper. Yeah, I feel like this Miami offense really not, they're doing, I wouldn't say what they want, but they're getting it done. Do carrots have nostrils? Learn something new every day. It's all imaginary. I've been to Soldier Field many times to use the bathrooms. just stop on a highway. Can we use the bathroom? This seems like a place people take craps a lot. You know what I mean? But here we go. We got our 7-3 ball game over here. And they're going to be running this thing left side. They came back kind of quick there. That's going to be about a 2-3 yard run there. Run that rock, baby. Who else has been to some cool stadiums? What do you guys got? Who's been to the most obscure stadiums? Because I always think it's weird. Like you hear people like they just traveled one day to like Arizona to go to a Packer game. I think that's awesome. I don't have vacation days like that. But gonna be in New York in November, so we're gonna find out. 2nd down and 7. Tua's gonna be. They have weird formations. He's like shotgun. He's got 2 guys to his right. Now they're gonna quick pass it right side. He's got some blockers. Not enough though. He's gonna get about a couple yards on that. You know what I mean? They do some weird formations. It's almost like it's not Wildcat, but it's like I don't know. They're just like whatever. Stand wherever you want. Not even formation. They're just scattered about. Here we go. 3rd down. Inside 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. All right. Paste this. Ooh, look at that. That didn't scare the crap out of me at all. The old ticker over here, dude. You know what I mean? Tua's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield, back to throw on 3rd and 4. He's throwing right, and not enough for the first down. The route ran short of the first down, and that was horrible. That was a horrible play right there.
Oh, you almost had it. You're going to be quicker than that.
Kevin says, I've been to Madison Square Garden. I've been to the Bucks, Pfizer Stadium, whatever they call it, Pfizer, whatever. But that place is awesome. Watching a Bucks game in Milwaukee, that's a good time. It's not football, but that place is awesome. Brewers place too, you know what I mean? Here we go. 4th down and 1. 3:07 to go. The Dolphins offense still in the field. Tua's going to be in shotgun. Oh, it's kind of a weird formation again. You know how they do. So they're down here inside the 15. He's back to throw. Oh, flags come flying in. That might be a false start. Right tackle. Yeah, most likely a false start over here. County Stadium. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to that a game back then. I'm not really sure. But they're new one I've been to. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. You know, Johnny Cash fans know what's up. Everyone else is like, why is he singing? But that's a good song. But yeah, dude, Ivan's old, so he's been around. You know what I mean? Ivan said, Vinny, I need my own graphic. We can make something happen for Vinny. All right, here comes the extra point. Oh, he's going to miss it. No, that's field goal. I don't know what I was talking about, extra point. That's far right. Kind of like my left eye, you know what I mean? That was way off. Just everyone wants a graphic. Here we go. Vinny, toss on my graphic to make Larson jealous. All right, we're gonna hang out right here for the commercial break. Vinny, what are you doing? What you got going on over there? You look very serious.
There's a graphic for Ivan right there. See?
Oh,
look over Nicolet
Ivan
Law.
has a graphic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan, pay attention, dude.
Pay attention, Ivan. Yeah, it's been up there for a couple weeks now.
Tickets for Ivan were under $25. What are we talking about?
They were a nickel back when he used to go.
Oh, yeah. That was, I didn't understand what he was saying. Yeah, everyone ganging up on him, you know what I mean? But here we go. We got ourselves a 7-3 ball game still. Missed field goal right there, far right. Like, that's the thing, dude. That's Miami. I get why they suck, you know what I mean? Why the record is what it is. Because their offense is kind of getting it done. They're kind of going on the field. They have a fumble. Then they go on the field over here. They can't get it done. They kick a field goal. You know, they're going for it. They get a penalty. Then they kick a field goal, an easy field goal, and they miss it. So, like, I get why they, you know what I mean? But check out the old podcast over here, the Matt Ramage Show. Just put one up today. Go listen to it. And everywhere that you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, everywhere. I don't know. Where else do they listen to podcasts? There's a lot of other places, though. But here we go. Deb says, hi, Matt. Hi, Vinny. Don't really care who wins the game, but glad you're live. Football is football, which I love and enjoy you both as well. Otherwise, it would be a boring night. I appreciate you being here, Deb. Everyone in the chat makes it better. You know what I mean? Like they say, cheddar makes it better. That's what everyone in the chat is. Just extra cheese. You know what I mean? Cheddar. I just made that up. Samsonite, I was way off. What's going on here? Kevin said tickets, Lambeau for 40-ish in the 90s. Yeah, I never bought tickets in the 90s. Everyone loves you, Ivan. Or should we call you Larson? I don't know what we're going to call you. I don't know why YouTube kind of changed how it looks right there. He must work out. Who? Not me. I'm going to start, I think, next week. Start pumping iron.
They're going on some Dumb and Dumber references is what they're doing right now. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah. I do recognize it now. He said, tickets in the 80s, fella. You know when someone calls you fella, they're not young. That's just right out the gate. Ain't no 20-year-old ever called anyone fella. You know what I mean? Someone says fella, they've been around the block a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Here we go. They're going to run this thing left side. Nothing there on first down. It's going to be second down. Under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, 2:26. And Miami's having a little meeting. Their offense over there. So, Miami, dude, they got the ability. They just shoot themselves in the foot and make mistakes there right at the end. I get you. I love Dumb and Dumber, but yeah, I'm dialed in on this game right here. Second down and 9. Here we go. Lamar's going to be in shotgun, back to throw. Quick pass. Is he going to be able to get a first down? It's going to be Flowers. He leaps forward for a first down. This Ravens offense, they got to get something going. They got to get it going quick. You know what I mean? Maybe they can, win this thing. So you're telling me there's a chance. Anyway.
No, I think the best line was when they talked about the bulletproof vest, and he goes, well, what if he shot you in the face?
It's a good question, dude. Ravens are going to hand this thing off, run it right side. It's going to be second down and about 3 yards on this thing. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Derrick Henry's been playing football for a long time. Here we go. Lamar. Going to be a little pistol. 2nd and 4. Inside a minute to play. In the first quarter. Lamar's going to be running right. He had the option to pass, to pitch it. He did not, and he's going to get tackled for about
You get nothing.
Forward a little bit, you know what I mean?
Hey, Matt, for a Dumb and Dumber reference, do you want to hear the most annoying sound ever?
I think our practice habits are yet to reflect the championship caliber team.
That guy's like such a goon. Swimmy, Samsonite. I was way off. Yeah. See that one? I got it. See, sometimes because when I read it, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound like that in my head. I had to defend myself because that's a great movie, and I don't want to miss any references. You know what I mean? 3rd down and 4. Are they gonna snap it? Here they go. Lamar back to throw. He's running out of time. He's rolling right. He gets it off, and that's going to be a big-time completion inside the 30. He's still running down to about the 22-yard line. Likely. That's a weird last name. Packers-Steelers game is on NFL Network again. I've watched it twice now. Can't get enough of that game. Go Pack, go Ash. Should I do another watch party for it? That'd be funny. Do a watch party live, and then let's do one on the replay too. All right, we're gonna be end of the first quarter over here. Funny boy. He died, you know what I mean? But no, he didn't. He's all right. You know, we gotta brush it off a little bit. All right, we're switching quarters here, going into the second quarter. We will be right back after these messages.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, we're waiting.
Hey man, try this. It's my favorite. Thanks. Whoa, wait. Be careful, I just mopped there.
Yeah, just these. Russell, I swear I see you everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy. See you next time.
Alrighty, here we go. 205 folks watching live across all the places right here. So let's get to some chat. The Dolphins can win, so you're saying there's a chance. You know what I mean? I don't know if I even get that one. Is likely just inconsistent. I feel like that guy could be good. I don't know. He's been doing some stuff today. I obviously know who he is. He's been around for a little bit, but I haven't watched a ton of Miami games. And we did, I think, a watch party for them earlier this year, but we might have. I don't know. But they're not good. You know what I mean? So you don't really remember much about them. But here we go. Big time play for the Ravens right here, though. Oh, no, that likely is on the Ravens. I don't know why it was say Miami. All right, I'm stupid. But, yeah, but the same thing. Just switch all those names. That don't sound as stupid. But here we go. Lamar Jackson's going to be under center. They're going to be inside the 25-yard line here. He's going to hand this thing off right up the middle to about the 20. Going to get a couple on that, you know what I mean? Here we go. 2nd down and 7. We got ourselves a barn burner here, 7-3. 212 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you watching. Wherever you're watching. 2 people on Twitch, dude. We got 2 people on Twitch. About to pop off on Twitch. Here we go. Lamar Jackson. He's going to be in shotgun. I think he's changed some stuff up in the line. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 20-yard line. He's back to throw. He's got time. Now he's got pressure right in the middle. Gets rid of it. And that's going to be to Andrews. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. Andrews, a dominant tight end. Price, joke to have his quarterback back. Quarterback back. That's a rough one, you know what I mean? But there we go. So the Ravens go up 13-3. This is kind of what you expect from the Ravens. But Miami, dude, they have the tools to get their offense rolling. They just shoot themselves in the foot, so they can make this a game. But the Ravens have no business having this lead right here. Not to this severe anyways. But there you go. Good play. Lamar Jackson, good throw. Good route by Andrews. Andrews is a good tight end. You can say he was my fantasy tight end for a little bit. He did pretty good for me. You started? Yes, I had him. I have a prize picks on him. I have to check that out. Here comes the extra point. It's going to be up. It's going to be good. Look at that, just off to infinity land. You know what I mean? 14-3 ball game. All right, so they're going to commercial. We can hang right here. You has 2 pair of gloves this whole time. Yeah, we're in the Rocky Mountains. It's like the funniest thing. People don't know it's Dumb and Dumber reference. You know what I mean? That's all I'm going to do. For now, I'm only reading the ones I understand. But here we go, 14-3 ball game. If you want, like we say, we're trying to support Jamaica today. They had that hurricane. So if you're able to, check the chat. There's a link there. And help out if you're able to. But Mark Andrews, absolute baller. And check out some cool merch there, yo. We got a new one right in the shop today. Matt LaFleur was talking about, I don't talk to kickers. Right there. I don't talk to kickers. Get your I don't talk to kickers shirt, hoodie, sweaters. They're all available over there. And also lots of different colors, dude. Lots of different colors. So that's not the only color. There's a bunch of them. We're having a kickoff touchback over here. So that's going to be a touchback. But yeah, we're going to have all types of good stuff. You know what I mean? We would have had a graphic, but we just put this together last minute. So and I might do a giveaway maybe Sunday. Maybe give one of those shirts away to somebody.
How about
you? And he's like, I get mine first. Here we go. First down and 10, Lamar Jackson. 32 touchdowns with his passing to tight end since start of 2023. 23 touchdowns. Whew. First and 10, 2 is going to be under center. Looks like they're going to be trying to run this thing right here out of this formation. Never know with Miami, though. Here we go. Brrr. Out to me. Oh, they are going to try to, a little trickeration, trying to do a little kind of reverse action. Not working out. Now he's going to try to run left side. Tua is in there with the block. He's going to make something out of this, though. Gets past the 40 for about a 6-yard gain. That was crazy. Brand new shirt. You know, it just been put up a couple hours ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just thinking that's a bit of your merch Ivan doesn't have.
Yeah, it just popped off like a couple hours ago. Second down and 3. Here we go. Tua's going to be under center. He's going to pitch this thing, trying to run it right side, trying to find the alley. He does. First down near midfield over here. Do we think the Packers are going to do anything at the deadline? I don't think they're going to do anything too spicy. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. If they really think that this is, we have no, they're showing the replay, right? Yeah. Sometimes I see it when my brain's I'm answering comments. I'm like, what's happening?
I'm going to confirm that as a replay, Matt. Yes.
But yeah, I think that they might do something. But if they think like we really got a team like this is a Super Bowl team, but we're just missing this thing, I could see it. But here we go. Tua's going to roll left. He's going to get this thing off, and that's going to be completion near the first down marker. So on first down, about a 9-yard gain. But I could see him trying to beef up that secondary. I just don't think that they're going to do any crazy trade though, like where it's going to be like some absolute like stud and shut down. Like I don't know who that person would be, even if there was someone out there. But yeah, probably not though. So what I'm saying is, and if they do, I don't think it'll be a really crazy thing. There you go. It's tight end season right here. This tight end for Miami is getting after a little bit. 2nd down and 1. Tua's gonna be under center. So now they're inside the 45-yard line here. Can they get in the end zone finally? Play action. Tua looking to throw. He's looking to throw deep. Right side. He's wide open. And he gets drilled as he catches it because corner or safety came over. And there's a flag on the play. Was Tua hit late? I don't really know what's going on. Daniels is like, no. He's like stressed. Not about to get fired. I don't know what's going on here. We got to figure it out. He might have been declining something too when he was saying that. That was a good play. Oh, that might be an illegal block. That play might not happen. Was it like a chop or whatever? What do they call that? You're not allowed to do that. Yep. Unnecessary roughness on the offense. You can't block like that.
Do you believe in
it's a low block, whatever they call those. That's rough. That's a big time play. Yeah, he's big mad on the sideline. He's losing it. Yeah, dude, he's not having a good time. Dude, he is fired up. I think he's saying nice words too. Coach is yelling at everything's going on, dude. They got some stuff going on in Miami. But here we go. 2nd down and 16. Tua's going to be in shotgun. Back to throw. Got to do it again there, bud. Right, left side, and it's going to be inbounds. I think he got his toes in. Out. They're saying out. Would have been a first down. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. That's the type of stuff when you are a 2-6 football team, things ain't going your way. When that type of stuff starts happening, man, it just it can just crumble. And it's not going too fantastic right now, down 14-3. Yeah. Horse hockey. Yeah, I mean, that was a good play, good setup. Just couldn't get his feet in. Was this not good? 3rd down and 16. Tua's 8 of 10, 79 yards. He's in shaking. Back to throw. Tosses this thing, trying to get a screen going. Does he have enough blockers? Nope. He gets tackled by his feet pretty quickly. About the 48-yard line. I thought he was going to go places. I thought he had at least a little bit of room, and that dude was like, nope. Checking out stuff on the Matt Ramage website. Yeah, everyone can do that. TheMattRamage.com. We got, just find the spots like for merch, podcasters, all different categories. But check out the old merch over there. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. Do you think Mike McDaniel's voice squeaks when he yells like a boy that hasn't gone through puberty? Possibly. I like him though. Like he's funny. I mean, he's not my coach, so you know what I mean? Here we go. We're gonna have a punt. Will we have a return from about the 6-yard line? We will, and he's gonna get past the 10. He's at the 15, 20. Now he's breaking down. 24-yard line. Is there gonna be a flag on that? All right. Sometimes they throw a flag on that because he kind of slid down or slipped or whatever. Someone landed on top of him. But I don't think that coach was asking Gordon what he was going to be for Halloween. Let know what you're going to be so we don't, have the same thing on. That's what they were probably talking about. But No, we're good. I got a full beer. We're good to go. We're going to hang out right here. They're at commercial. Why do the refs need to make themselves a part of the game? I mean, that's kind of like a big rule that they kind of been talking about, those kind of low blocks. You do that right in front of the ref. And I mean, I'm not for like more refs, but I think, certain rules, they kind of, that they're going to call that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But here we go. 14-3 ball game over here. 222 folks watching live. I appreciate you. That dude slipped. Yeah, he definitely slipped. I mean, they didn't throw a penalty on that, though. You calm down, Larson. And like we said, we're doing supporting Jamaica. They had a hurricane over there, so we have a QR code there. We have a link in the chat if you want to donate. Even a little bit helps. Help out those in need if you're able to. You know what I mean? Andrew said, think we're going to trade for a quarterback before the deadline. Also think there's any possibility Eagles end up trading for Garrett. I don't think Myles Garrett's going anywhere. I think they're kind of like, no, that ain't going to happen. And I don't know, the Cowboys, anyone who would want to trade for Myles Garrett, I feel like he would be that with that contract and everything. I think if you're going to have a guy like that, you want to do your own contract. But do I think the Packers are going to sign? And I don't think so. Any cornerback. If they do, I don't think it's going to be a big trade where it's going to be like some big top name corner. I could see him trying to beef someone up if they're going to move some stuff around, but I don't think it's going to be like a superstar. But I wouldn't be stunned if they made some type of move. Like I said, I just don't think it's going to be like some blockbuster trade. You know what I mean? Obviously, I don't think anyone really thinks that with what they just gave up for Micah Parsons. But Vegas running around humping everyone's wallet. Nobody comes up with this stuff. You know what I mean? Ivan says Asante Samuel. You think it's going to happen? You think they're going to do a trade? Let me know, in the chat, everyone. Do you think the Packers are going to do any significant type of trade before the trade deadline? Let me know. That's the more important question. What do the folks think? Strawberry Plains in the house, man. What happened to the Ravens this season? Was it just Lamar being injured? Can they still make the playoffs? Say hi to Vinny, the king of podcast producers. Yeah, we'll talk about that right here, but we're going to play action Lamar Jackson. He's got pressure. He's going to make some guys miss, and he runs out of time, and he does not make them all miss. Down for a sack, down at the 10-yard.
He's on his back.
You know what I mean?
You'll feel that one tomorrow.
But I think it was mostly Lamar being hurt. He missed 3 games. I think that they don't lose all of them like they do. They're a better team, obviously, with him. I'm not saying that they're like, maybe they are having a kind of an off season with it, but we're going to find out. Because the Dolphins aren't, a good team. They don't have a good record. So if the Ravens are, back and it was only Lamar being out, then they should be getting after. I mean, they are up 14-3 right here. But here we go, 2nd and 20. Lamar Jackson's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. He's going to hand this thing off. He's got some room up the middle. And that's going to be, I don't even know where he got to. But it's going to be 3rd down. Henry's just a beast. I've heard rumors about Samuel Jr. could be coming to Green Bay, but who knows how legit the rumors. It could be. I haven't heard that, but could be. I mean, I wouldn't be. The Packers always say like they're in those conversations, so I'm sure that they are talking to certain teams about potential trades for cornerbacks, but it doesn't mean it's always going to happen because just being in conversation. I have a lot of conversations too. I don't do anything. You know what I mean? I talk all the time about cleaning the garage. You know what I mean? It's still dirty. Here we go. Lamar back to throw. He's throwing deep. He's looking right side. That's going to be incomplete. He's looking for a flag. Bateman wanted a flag bad. He kind of gave up on the route, it felt like. I don't know. He felt like he was being held or what. And now a flag comes in. It might be him cussing out the ref, though. I don't know. The ref flag came at the 44-yard line, he said. Yep, it's going to be on Bateman after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct. He say cussing out the ref. You didn't say that, but that'd be funny. What about the corner that they were mentioning about on Green Bay Packer Daily from the Browns? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure who he was talking about, but shout out to Green Bay Packer Daily. You know what I mean? But yeah, Bateman was doing too much right there. You can't do that. I don't know. Like, he doesn't do anything crazy. You see him yell at the refs all the time. I don't get it. He must have said something. Like, across the line. Here we go. They are going to be punting right here. So that's not what you want. They're going to put the Dolphins in a decent situation. Dolphins score a touchdown right here. It's a 4-point game. So they need to get something going. They're going to get this kick. He's trying to get around the 30, 35. They have a flag on the field, and he's still moving past the midfield, and he's still going to about the 40-yard line. Beautiful return, but it's probably coming back because that's the Dolphin way. Dude, that's wild.
Matt, I've got a recording of what he said to that ref. This is what he said.
Yeah. That was about it. Holding on the kicking team. Oh, that's going to be added. All right. Dolphins got a break here. I wouldn't say a break, but good play. Penalty wasn't on them. That's kind of a break for this game. Talking about Greg Newsome. I don't really know a lot about him. But, yeah. I think that they're going to be talking to a lot of teams. We're going to see if anything happens. But I don't think that they're going to give up, obviously, anything big. I think it's going to be, But you don't need to trade for a superstar. I mean, trade for a guy if he fits in rotation good and fits in the locker room good. You never have too many. Never have too many people at secondary, especially for the Packers. 1st and 10. 8:49 to go in the second quarter. Is he related to Craig? 2nd and 10 over here. Was that a dolphin sound? Snowflake here? Snowflake. Hey, we got dolphins in the house. I mean, we spare no expense. We got everything over here at the Matt Ramage show, you know what I mean? Should get a raven just like attacking a squirrel. I don't know if they do that, but ravens seem very like violent birds. That's when I think of raven. I don't know anything about a raven. I gotta look it up. I gotta figure it out. But here we go. Tua's gonna begin shotgun. He's got a man to his left. 2nd down and 10. They got a man in motion. All right, Tua's back to throw. Oh, and that was not a good throw, I don't think. I don't know where you. I get where he was trying to get to, but a lot of Raven players over there. You know what I mean? A whole flock. Get it? Flock of ravens. All right. Yeah, that thing was knocked out of the air. And they got an injury over here going to the locker room. 3rd and 10. Greg Newsome is the son of Craig Newsome. Dude, we're breaking down family trees on the Matt Ramage show over here. Here we go. 3rd down and 10. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. Tua's back to throw. He's got time. Gets rid of it side. That's going to be completed for about 5 yards, maybe 4 yards. 4th down and 6. There you go. All right, here we go. We got a field goal attempt coming up here, dude. The Dolphins, dude, you need points. And that, not field goals. 43-yard attempt. It's going to be up, and that's going to be good. So, if they made the last one, it'd have been all right. We got a 14-6 ball game over here. Inside 8 minutes to play in the first half. And Philly boys in the building. That was the first comment, wasn't it? Anyways, we're going to be right back, Philly boy. We're going to commercial. I hit that one. All right, we'll be right back.
I like it a lot.
So 26-7. Let's dance, Taylor. You know what I mean? Let's dance. Absolute cinema there is what we're talking about. We were just watching art right there. You're gonna see Vinny's name over here in an Oscar someday. I won't be there, but he'll be there. But here we go. We got a 14-6 ball game over here. Getting closer to wrapping up the first half. I forget how much time is left. Wasn't like 6 minutes or something like that. They're coming back anyways. But here we go. Lamar Jackson, his first game back. Let me check out the old prize picks over here. Look at that first. I hate looking at my phone when I'm streaming though. But I want to check it out here. All right, so Lamar Jackson already did his part, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go through all of them. But if I get closer, no one cares. You know what I mean? So 7:57 to go in the second quarter. We're going to kick this thing off, and they're going to be a return from about the 4-yard line. He did the 10, 15, 20, running out the left sideline, and he's going to run out of bounds. Coward. You know what I mean? Ooh, all right. Take it easy. Is that a Raven right there, dude?
That is a Raven, yes.
Jesus. That'll keep penguin what do I got? The pigeons away. All right, what do we got going on here? What's like the 7th inning stretch over here? Let's get to it. Here we go. First down and 10. Lamar Jackson going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're about the 28-yard line. They're going to start this thing at. All right, Lamar's going to be back to throw, looking left. Now he just dumps it off to his running back, and that's going to be to about the 35-yard line. Decent little gain over there. It's going to be second down and about 3. It's a dove, Matt. I don't think it's a dove. I think doves are like white, and they just. I've only seen him in like the Home Alone movie. I don't ever seen a real. Are doves real?
How about you?
I don't know. I'm not sure they are real. I see them in like Christmas decorations and stuff. You know what I mean? So people seem to let them out sometimes, but just I don't know. Here we go. Second down and 3. We're having a whole bird conversation here. Lamar's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off. They're going to try to run it up the middle. It'll be short, but he got a little bit of that. It's going to be third down. I think in about 1 yard. Lamar looks tired. Mike McDaniels is wearing Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. It's Halloween, dude. Well, it's not today, but, he's celebrating it. Can we do a split screen with Mike McDaniels and Teen Wolf? Vinny, what do you want, Mike McDaniels and Teen Wolf?
How about you?
We're going to have a run left side. He's trying to get there. Henry is. He's not going to be able to. Fourth down.
You get nothing.
I think that was more intended for Phil. Yeah, dude, he just couldn't get around that corner. Once those feet stop for running back, it's over. Here we go. Now they're potting on 4th down and 1. Jesus. We're going to do a fun over here. Get the old ticker going again. You know what I mean? He's going to let that thing go. It's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. So 5:37 to go in the second quarter. Thursday night football. We have the Baltimore Ravens 14 and the Dolphins 6. The Dolphins seemed like they had, some stuff going on offense, but they always found a way to screw it up. So there we sit. You know what I mean? They're at commercial. We're going to hang right here. Hammer to chat. Let me know what's going on over here. Make sure you tap that like button. You know what I mean? Share it if you're feeling frisky. Are you frisky? But here we go. Check out the podcast, email at ramage.com. You can find it and all the other stuff. But everywhere that you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, The Matt Ramage Show. Go check it out. You know what I mean? I'm going to have Huggy from WIXX on my podcast. So we're trying to do it this week. Didn't work out for us. But Huggy from WIXX, local radio guy, if people don't know or aren't in the area. But yeah, we got some stuff going on. You know what I mean? So be sure to subscribe, download all that. So I don't even know. Do you have to download? I have Apple. You know, obviously the app on my phone, and I never hear it. I never down. I don't know. Does it automatically do it? I don't even know what that means. But subscribe and all that. Here we go. Get back to it. King Henry going to sit on the throne. What's going on here? They have questions.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? We do. No, this is gonna be this stream is always gonna be the most goofiest, whatever. Just doing whatever, having fun. I like the graphics. I like the extraness. I don't know that spider though. Maybe tap 3 times before you throw that thing on the screen.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's a little bit of a Halloween theme a little bit tonight. So I had to throw a few things.
We're getting spooky over there. You know what I mean?
See, like bats.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I should do? Hey, do that again. I'll open my mouth like they're coming out of my mouth right here.
Okay,
watch
ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'll make it work.
It looked good on my end.
You don't know if you don't try. You know what I mean?
But you know, I'm gonna get a still. I'm gonna get a still shot of you with your mouth open. You know that.
Yeah, no, I don't need that. I don't need that out there. What's up, Preston? How you doing? Go Pack, go! You know what I mean? Dude, Packers playing the Panthers this Sunday at noon, dude. I'm jacked about that. The Packers need to go out there and punch them in the face a little bit, you know. And we got Jordan Love over here. Shout out to Jordan Love, dude. Getting after in the second half. Just think about that. All right, they're not playing, but think about the first half for the Packers and Jordan Love. Everything was Aaron Rodgers all week. The second half, Jordan Love was just like, dude, this isn't how it ends. Goes out there, gets after in the second half, absolutely lights it up, gets Offensive Player of the Week. Dude, Jordan Love, in that situation, how much pressure was on him, especially being down at halftime. That's why what Jordan Love was crazy impressive. We're going to run over here by the Dolphins, right side. Nothing that 20-yard line is where that's going to be. You know what I mean?
You get nothing.
Yeah, I think when people try to downplay like what Jordan Love is doing, it's just funny to me. It's like because they said at first he was going to be trash, and they just don't want to be wrong, so they just kind of keep living on that. But what Jordan Love, with the pressure on him and like how that game started off, dude, to bounce back on that and get after it, dude, Jordan Love's a baller. Yep, your offensive player of the week, Jordan Love. Also, Micah Parsons, defensive player of the month. We have an injury over here. Who is that? 14. Is that Bateman? I forget. He's on his back. Ramage does drug tests to make certain staff are using it. Oh, yeah. No, I have I talked to the HR department. They said they took care of all of that. We have an HR department over here. We have a strict screening process before we let Vinny in the room. Strict screening. What's up, Larson? He's woo. I don't know what you're wowing about, but I'm with you. You know what I mean? Rodgers folded like a pizza second half. You know what I mean? Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I ain't gonna trash on him, but it was nice to see the Packers defense get after him. Micah Parsons was all over it. You know, Rashawn Gary, like they got pressure, and that's what I said. If you get pressure on Rodgers, it can hurt you at times because Rodgers over the years, because when everyone was saying that, just get pressure on him, you won't be able to do it. There's been a lot of years where you get pressure on Rodgers and he lights you up. But there's a flag on that play. They try to run this thing. False start by the Miami Dolphins. What we got? No poppy seeds. Cheating on the whole line. But here we go. 5:12 to go in the second quarter. Second down and 15. The 2-6 Dolphins down 14-6. And this is it for your season, bro. You lose this game, your coach is probably fired. Everyone's getting cut. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what they got. Let's get this thing underway here, though. Tua's going to be in shit again. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 15-yard line. Back to throw. Tua checks it left side. They're trying to get a screen going over here. Oh, they got it. Oh, whoa. Is that a face mask? I don't know. His head went places it's not supposed to go very fast. I don't know what he hook on him, because if it wasn't his face mask, what was it?
That sure looked like a horse collar. Oh,
he just had his hand around his.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had his hand. He broke his back. Dude, my back hurt just seeing that. You know what I mean? No, but I think that's fair. That was a rough tackle. 3rd down and 7. Here we go. 3rd down and 7 over here. Tua's gonna be in shotgun, empty backfield. They're trying to. All right, flags, whistles blowing. I don't think it was flags, but whistles. And that's gonna be a timeout by the Ravens. There you go. There we go. So they 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Lamar, dude, I always think it's funny, like watching like the game, and like the quarterbacks will just be sitting on the bench all calm, like they're just like waiting on a bus, like they're not in a game. You know what I mean? But I guess they just got to conserve their energy and whatnot. I don't know. Never been an athlete. Here you go. Did you see the video where the Steelers center thought they were in a hurry up, set his hand on the ball while the team huddled? And since he set his hands, he couldn't move, or they get a false start. I did see that, and I saw the clips too. I don't know if I caught that live, because I was probably yammering about something. But I saw the clips. I thought that was funny. Yeah, rule's a rule. You know what I mean? Here we go. 3rd down and 7. Here we go. Tua's gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 23-yard line. They got a long ways to go, and they might not even get this. He's back to throw. He's looking right. Gets it off. Completed. 1st down. There you go. Just short of the 40-yard line. They got a little something going. They got a 4:10 to go in the first half. This is that 4-minute offense people always talk about. You know what I mean? It's National Candy Corn Day. I didn't know that. First of all, candy corn is horrible candy. Like, why is this still happening? 2025. We've discovered things. We've discovered so many great candy, and you're still rocking with candy corn. That's like what you give out for candy when you don't want to give out candy. But you're like, all right, I'll give you something, but you ain't going to like it. I don't know. Here we go. We're going to have a play action to it, looking to throw. Tosses it. It's going to be complete on the other side of the 50. And he's still rocking. He's trying to get the left side of the field over there. Gets past the 40-yard line. Who's going to be about a 37, 38. Dude, I don't care. You could add, maybe if you added cheese to it, I don't know. Maybe that would spice it up a little bit. I always figure you add cheese to anything, it makes it 50% better at minimum. But candy corn, dude, we have so many better options, dude. Like, I don't know. If someone brings candy corn to my house, they can just take it and themselves and get out. Get out of here. I wouldn't even hand out. I feel like if you hand out candy corn for trick-or-treating, you deserve to get your house egged. You know what I mean? You just did that to yourself. You might as well went out there and egged it yourself. Inside 3 minutes here, they're going to toss this thing right side as they got enough blockers. He got a little bit. That's going to be about a 4-yard gain. All this like behind the line of scrimmage, kind of running around. Not always working out, and they might have an injury now too.
What is up with the Ravens tackling around the necks of
they go on
Dolphins?
Over here, dude. Yeah, you were definitely a few sets into your 12-ounce curl workout when that happened. Possibly. Candy corn is like eating candle wax. I haven't had it in a lot of years. Back when you were a kid, you weren't that picky when it comes to candy. You know what I mean? Someone gives you candy, you're like, I'll eat it. I ain't gonna like it, but I will eat it. But as an adult, dude, don't get it. Don't bring it over here. Yeah, 3 of the last 4 plays neck tackles. They're at commercial. We're going to hang out right here. We have 245 folks watching live across all places. I appreciate it. And molasses candies to the worst candy list. What is that? I know that word. I don't know. It's not popping in my head exactly what it is. But I'm with you. It's a stupid name for candy. You know what I mean? So I'll agree with that. I'm not sure they're a bunch of thugs. They're just tackling high. But yeah, there we go. We have we're trying to scroll up here, make sure I didn't miss any. We're talking about nuts. Nuts on candy corn? That's disgusting.
How about new?
You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? First of all, I like nuts. You know what I mean? Get a nice little cashew. I love cashews, even though they're like $9 million for like a little one. Like, how much for the cashews? Your mortgage. That's what it is. I don't know what cashews, where they're grown or what's going on there, but hard to come by. You know what I mean? Dude, Phil said he likes black licorice. Dude, licorice, first of all, is disgusting. I mean, I ate that when I was a kid, too. Red, black, didn't matter to me. But when you're a kid, it's candy. You don't turn down candy. It can be horrible. Like, oh, it's good candy. You know what I mean? Even bad candy is better than, like, anything else, especially as a kid. But now, no, we have options. You know, we have jobs. We can just buy whatever we want. We can go to Kwik Trip bake sale. Those weird... Dude, when I was a kid, my brother got one of those, right? One of these things, you know, it was like orange and it was like wrapped, and it said R.I.P. on it, but it like wasn't on the wrapper. It was like ink, and I remember like my mom, like I think she called the cops, and the cops came and they looked at it. He could have died. Who knows? Or maybe not. I don't know, but those are disgusting. You should get arrested just for giving those out anyways. You know what I mean? What is that? I've never tried that. Actually, one candy I've never tried is that orange wrapper hard. It's like they're like, just, you know, it's like a rock. Like you could like take someone's eye out with that thing. No, yeah, the kids will eat it. It might take them a while. Just chomp on that thing for a while, kitty. All right, here we go. So they're taking it to the blue tent over here. Those are peanut butter taffy, Ivan. What do you say? I love bologna and ketchup. Ooh, do you like salted nut roll candy bars? I do. I buy them. They put them on display over here at the store I go to. 2nd and 7 over here. They're going to hand this thing off. He's got some room. That's going to be a first down. He's still on his feet inside the 25-yard line. He's not. He's got a ball. But yeah, dude, they put a little sale over there. Grocery store on some nut rolls, dude. I will be nut rolling all day long. You know what I mean? Peeps suck too. Oh yeah, I don't need to be told about that. I just saw it. I'm like, no, that ain't happening. I've never tried it. Sometimes you just know. But here we go. First down and 10, 2:03 to go. I think they're gonna go to a 2-minute warning over here. All this candy talk, I'm hungry. But not when you talk about Peeps, though. Yeah, if they have an orange and black wrapper, you feel it feels kind of like concrete. Avoid that at all costs. Popcorn balls were awesome. Popcorn balls as a kid, whew, that was heaven. You know what I mean? I like this conversation we're having. Chad is on fire over here. The salted nut rolls, Maddie, that's the same as eating nuts with candy corn. Try it. I'm just going to stick to the nut rolls. Because it's like when people say, like, what is this? Like, I don't know. Like, what's it taste like? Chicken. Well, then just give me chicken. If it tastes like chicken, and I've seen a comedian say that, so I'm not trying to steal a joke, but like I believe in that. If you're saying, well, it kind of tastes like that, well, I'll just eat that thing then. Like, I'll just have a nut roll. I don't need to get spicy with it. If it tastes like a nut roll, I'll just go with the nut roll. Nut rolls are good, you know what I mean? Ivan said, I love Peeps, the icy blue raspberry flavor. That's disgusting. That's some old folk stuff, you know. Stop it! You know what I mean? Because back in the day, they didn't have a lot of options, so they just were eating anything. Peeps are trash, absolutely. Don't like candy apples. Stop trying to make fruit a dessert. I remember back in the day, candy apples were good. And I think if like a kid had a loose tooth, that's what they gave him. Give him a candy apple. Yeah, cramp into that thing's locked in. Ripping that thing out. But I used to rock with them back in the day. I wouldn't now. Someone at my work was selling them. I was like, I'm good with candy apples. You know what I mean? Anyways, popcorn balls in the 80s, that was a staple. Yeah, dude, the popcorn balls. When you had to juggle those things, catch one in your mouth. I never did that. I didn't have that kind of ability. That'd have been epic, though. You know what I mean? We have popcorn. I don't even know how you make popcorn balls. And if I find out, I'll let you know, because I will do it. I agree with Frosty. Who doesn't agree with Frosty? Frosty's always right. Unless it's something that I don't agree with. I'm Milky Way all the way. Ooh, Milky Way is good. You know what I mean? Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. We're going to get a bunch of sponsors from candy on this one. There's still a commercial for people who ain't watching. Ivan takes out his teeth so he can gum his... What's going on, Phil? You can't be putting that on the screen over here. I don't know what you're talking about right there. Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers used to be a favorite back in the day. You know, I moved on. Best candy bar of all time is Snickers. I think best candy bar of all time. I think that they had the best slogan ever. Because they always had like, hungry? Why wait? So it made you think if you're hungry, you only have like a minute and all you got is like a vending machine, get a Snickers because then, it'll fill you up at least for a little bit until you get to the next meal. You know what I mean? Like if you're at work or whatever. So that's what I think. That was some good marketing there. Here we go. 1st and 10. Tua's going to be under center. He's handing this thing off. They're going to try to run it. Nothing going to be there. They're just tush pushing at that moment. They're just nothing. Pushing, you know what I mean? No tush. Inside 2 minutes to go. Here we got 1:47. The clock is ticking. 2 timeouts for the Dolphins. 2 timeouts for the Ravens. And we're gonna see if they can do anything before half over here. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is the best. That's just without, because you have peanut butter in it. You know what I mean? That's not fair. But I think Reese's is the best. And I don't care what Vinny says. I will fire him. There'll be no slander of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on this ridiculous show. 2nd down and 9. Here we go. Tua. He's got a man in motion. They're going to try to hand this thing off right side. And he's got about 5 yards. No, he keeps her moving over there for about 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and short. There's 1:10 to go. And I think they might have called a timeout there.
I have to agree with Ivan. Milky Ways all the way. That's
I don't really rock a Milky Way. I haven't had a Milky Way in a lot of years.
Oof.
What's
Milky
that, caramel?
Yeah, caramel and nougat. Nougat. Yeah, what is
down
nougat?
I'm not down with caramel. I mean, I don't not like caramel. I just don't like it enough to like pick it over another glorious snack. Plus, I'm trying not to eat all that stuff anymore. So this is a good conversation we're having.
Yeah. Hey, and I do agree with the Snickers.
What's that?
I do agree with the Snickers ads. If you remember that one commercial when they had Betty White.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not the same. You're not you when you're young. Yeah, those ones were good too.
Yeah.
But dude, Mr. Goodbar or Crunch, I remember back in the day when I was in school, my teacher used to try to bribe me with candy to like just shut up and just act like a normal person. So I remember that all the time. And she's like, well, Mr. Goodbar, you're going to shut the hell up. You know what I mean? They're going to have a run over here left side. That's 4th down. They didn't get it. So it was 3rd down and 2.
Boom. He's on his back.
That's where I remember Mr. Goodbar. We used to get after it with Good Bars.
100 grand is good too. Oof.
I never really got into 100 grand. Like whatchamacallit? Never had one of those.
I remember, let's see, you were probably real small. I remember when they had the contest to name that bar.
Yeah.
And then they came up with the whatchamacallit then. Yeah.
Yeah, Reese's Cups would die, dude. This is the most active the chat's been in. Start talking about candy, everyone's like, I got an opinion. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Yeah, that's what they were. Those mini ones the teacher used to give away. Yeah. Anyways, here we go. 4th down and 2. They're going for it. 2 is going to be in shotgun. All this candy talking. This is a big moment of the game right here. 2 is in shotgun. Empty backfield. They're inside the 15. He's going towards the end zone, but there's no one there. There's no one there. And the Ravens corner was just like, like clap. McDaniels is like, man, I hope my wife is getting that U-Haul ready. Because you about to get fired. Rolo, dude. Rolo's back in the day. I put a lot of Rolos down the old gully back in the day. You know what I mean? You pop those things. Rolo's old school. Yeah, he didn't really run that route. That was 4th down. 100 grand chocolate bars, Nestle Crunch, Hershey's bars, whatchamacallit, 2 expires plain, M&M's, Hershey dark chocolate crackle. Those are the good chocolates. You know what I mean? Erica, we got ourselves a professional in the house right here. 1st down and 10. Now the Ravens offense going to be out here at the 13.5-yard line. Lamar Jackson's in shotgun, looking to throw. He's looking left, running out of time, dancing around. Now he's rolling left, looking for someone to throw to. He finds someone on the left sideline, but that's going to be Mark Andrew. He takes out a guy. Oh, my goodness. On the sideline, but that's going to be incomplete. But that guy just got his legs taken out. Oh, I was never a milk duds, dude. You know what I mean? My prize picks lineup would have exploded if he completed that. Yeah, dude, I have to check mine. I don't know if I checked it earlier. Lamar did his part. I'm not sure anyone else's. I didn't make good picks.
Caramello.
Yeah, I just seen that. I don't mess with that either. Here we go. Lamar Jackson's gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Back to throw. He's got a clean pocket. He's dancing around, though. He's got it too long. Gets rid of it. That's going to be completed. Not going to be a lot of there after the catch, so about 3-yard gain. I gotta go to Kwik Trip. I might go get some tomorrow because I'm not gonna probably hand out candy, but I might throw some stuff on the porch. I'm just hiding in the bushes. That'd be a funny video. Put candy on there, and then just when someone takes too much, I just jump out of the bushes. I'm like a whatever messed up mask. Traumatize some children. My top candy bars are Milky Way and Milky Way Midnight. I haven't had a Milky Way in a long time, but a lot of people like them. I'm giving out pennies for Halloween. They are going extinct. Dude, you give out pennies for Halloween, you better watch. You have your cars in the garage. Because those things are getting thrown at something. Back in the day at Halloween, dude, we used to do some messed up stuff. I don't even want to say that. We used to smash pumpkins when I was a kid. Back in the day, like everyone did. But we waited till after Halloween. You know, let the children enjoy it before we smash all over your sidewalk. But that was mean. I apologize for that. 3rd down and 5. Here we go. Lamar Jackson's in shack again. He's back to throw. Tosses it right side. That's going to be completed, but short of the 1st down. He's not going to get nowhere. So, like, you know, Bateman wasn't able to get loose. There's a flag on the play. Yeah. Just give them eggs or bricks, Ivan. Let's see what this penalty is. For real. Offsides on the offense. 4th down.
Ivan's right about the pennies, though, because there's a lot of places down here in Janesville that won't even accept pennies anymore.
Well, they're going to get accepted right in your like side of your house or your car or somewhere. You give them out to kids on Halloween. I guarantee you that. Those things, they're going to use those as like, just launch them throughout the neighborhood. Everyone smashed pumpkins. I smashed them with a sledgehammer. Dude, we used to go around the neighborhood and, you know, smash the neighbor's pumpkin. They didn't like that. They didn't want me to do that. Here we go. A punt. Good punt. He chases it down. And that's going to be about the 19-yard line where they're going to start this thing. There was one dude that always said, you can't smash my pumpkin. So he had like this big thing. We went out there with like hammers, like smashed it, all the crap. But like I say, usually it was after Halloween because then they didn't care as much. But they did chase us, so there's that. So maybe they cared a little bit. 1st down and 10 seconds ago. Now as an adult, I think whenever I see like a kid get this pumpkin smash, I'm like, oh, what a, you know, that sucks, whatever. But you know what I mean? When I was a teenager, that's what we did. What are you gonna do? We didn't have phones. We didn't have nothing to do. Sometimes we lit crap on fire on people's porch and knocked on their door. You know what I mean? That's something.
So you smashed the pumpkins of some old guy that had a pigeon farm. And that's his revenge. The pigeons got loose and they hang out at your place. Yeah.
Dolphins are running this thing left side. It's going to be a 1st down past the 30-yard line. When I wish the kid, with the kids in the neighborhood that with toilet paper people's trees, yeah. My neighborhood just got toilet paper. Not a real impressive job, but they're out there. But yeah, back in the day, dude, when I remember like being like a freshman and like I was at like homecoming and stuff hanging out, and like someone's like, hey, there's a freshman. I don't even think I was a freshman. I think I was like 8th grade. They chased me down and they saran wrapped me to a tree. Yeah, it was a bad night. You know what I mean? But I got out. Cops let me out. That was in front of Green Bay East High School where the Packers played football. Not that year, but many years earlier. 24 seconds to go in the 1st half. 1st down and 10. Can the Dolphins get anything out of this? They need a miracle to get like some kind of freakish play going on here. All right, Tua's back to throw. He's going to toss this thing left side, short pass, nothing. About 2 yards. I don't know what's going on there. You know what sucked? Those wax bottles candy. I kind of remember, but I don't. I'm so hungry right now, dude. All this talk. Love me some runts or gobstoppers. Yeah, that wasn't for me. I'm a simple man, you know what I mean? And that wasn't simple enough. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 9, 19 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Tua's back to throw. Middle of the field. That's going to be completed. Big time 1st down. He's going to get to about midfield before he gets tackled. I'm trying to hurry it up over here. They're down to 8, 7, 6. They're trying to hurry up. They're going to spike this thing, and they do. 4 seconds to go. I don't think they're kicking a field goal from right here, but they are in like Hail Mary range if he's got a arm on him, right? I can't do that. Circus Peanuts were the devil. Oh, dude, I still rock with them. The ones with the shell you got to break through. You got to work for it, you know what I mean? They weren't giving no nothing. Here we go. Tua back to throw. He's going to toss this thing left side. Incomplete. Overthrowing. 1 second to go. I don't know what the point of that was. Let the play go. All right, guys, we're going to snap the ball. I'm going to throw it over his head really fast. And then we'll have 1 second to play. And that's when we really get them. That's where we get them when we want them. You know what I mean? I've heard that, right? I was kind of thinking that when Tua does have an arm on him. So, I mean, he's got two of them, you know what I mean? But he can throw the football far is what I'm saying. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Tua. Are they going to? It doesn't really look like they're in like Hail Mary mode. But this could be a big-time play over here. All right, so here we go. He's dancing around. He runs out of time. He dives down. So I think that was their mindset. If you got
You get nothing.
And if you don't, eat it. You know what I mean? Yeet it or eat it. That should be, dude, I should be a coach. He's not I know we got Philly more attacks in the morning. All right. So here we go. Ravens receive second half kick. Here we go. Harbaugh is being interviewed. Dude, back in the day, they never interviewed coaches like that right away. But I do want to say we're going to step away here for a halftime for a second here. But be sure, check out, if you're able to, donate to the hurricane situation over there in Jamaica. Even if it's a couple bucks, whatever, it means a lot. The links in the chat, I don't touch the money. It's a direct link to them, you know what I mean? So if you're feeling frisky, you know what I mean, want to help some folks out, get after it. The fact that this is a one-score game is crazy, you know what I mean? All right, we're going to step away here for a second. We'll be right back. And if you're feeling frisky, this is a perfect time to donate. Let's do some good, people. Go, Pat, go.
The images we're seeing from neighborhoods in Jamaica in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa reveal absolute destruction.
I was just strolling around by Lambeau Field, going to enjoy some delicious dessert there from the Kwik Trip, you know what I mean? And you'll never believe what happened. Who the heck took 2 of my brownies? There ain't no way. Hey, Curly, did you see who took my brownies? Just when you think you know someone. Unbelievable. Good thing Kwik Trip has the bake sale going on. Guess I'm going back. Thanks, Vinny. Head on over to Kwik Trip. They got themselves a bake sale going on. You know what I mean? All types of goodies over there in the bakery department. But I'll give you one piece of advice right now. You better keep him away from Vinny Lombardi because he will eat those things, you know what I mean? All righty, we are back over here. What some good commercials right there. You know what I mean? That was good. Ivan actually helped record a little bit of that. You know what I mean? So remember, Deb said candy cigarettes. We used to smoke them back in the day. Not even at Halloween, but they were the thing. You might be too young to remember that. LOL. I remember that. You know, dude. I remember you could go to any little convenience store back in the day and get candy, or liquor stores, and get candy so cheap. Little kids just walk into liquor stores because they had that 1 cent candy. They had it all, you know what I mean? Which was weird. Liquor stores were the best candy setup. They were we'll sell them candy now. We'll get them later on the liquor, you know what I mean? This is how you get them started. There we go. Luke says, Deb, they even had the red tip they were lit. Dinosaur packs were my favorite. All packs tasted the same. Yeah, they did. We used to do that on Grease. You know, remember the movie Grease when he he was smoking in the school or whatever, and then the principal comes or whatever, and then he kind of opens his mouth and puts it in his mouth, and he's it's all coming out and it's all hot. Remember, all the kids would try to do that with candy cigarettes back in the day. Anyways. But anyway, so we got ourselves a 14-6 ball game. Still at halftime over here. I think quite a bit left. I don't know how much time is left over at halftime. They're checking out the highlights. Hammer the chat. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about candy? You want to talk about trick or treating? Or this ball game right here, or the Packers. You know, the Packers take on the Carolina Panthers this Sunday. We're doing a live watch party for that. And, of course, check out the old podcast over here, the Matt Ramage Show. I just put up an episode this morning. We'll check it out. I mean, we picked games. We talked about the Packers win against Pittsburgh Steelers and Aaron Rodgers over there. So, and soon we'll have an episode with Huggy from WIXX interviewing him. So check it out. Apple, Spotify, all those places. You know what I mean? But there we go. Tua, they're talking about him right here. I feel like Tua's a guy that can get it done. He can get it done for you. I don't really like their offense all that much. It's kind of very, very gimmicky. And when it's working, it's awesome. But it worked. I mean, it worked for the most part. They just kind of made up some mistakes because early in that game, they had some scoring opportunities. They just gave away. This game could be, different. But, I guess every game could be different. There you go. So what's up, Vinny? How you feeling? Let's bring in Vinny. Say what's up to Vinny. You know what I mean? It's halftime. People want to hear from the producer.
Hey, I'm doing okay. Hey, here, just to show you, I do have these pictures right here. You guys were talking about Dr. Evil, and I said I would show pictures of me looking like Dr. Evil, right? So here's me as Dr. Evil, and here is the real Dr. Evil, just to show you the comparison. So... Not real. We could be related, yeah.
Are you serious? That's you.
That's me on top, yeah.
That's crazy.
When
you first told me the first time, I was like, "Is that really?"
That's really me on top, yeah.
So there we go. We have that should be your name, Dr. Evil. We already have many. You can't have. You already have too many names.
I've got way too many. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Working during the game is brutal. I'm gonna do that, but that's kind of why I have the job I have now, because we don't work Sundays. So it's it's doesn't help me out in a lot of other ways. I work 4 in the morning, but I don't work Sundays. So working at 4 in the morning sucks. So I heard Quay Walker's on the injury report. I don't think I have the injury report. I seen him. I don't know. I think he's all right. And if he is, the thing about the Packers injury report, people talk about I've seen Aaron Nagler talk about this, and it's spot on. But people always talk about how long the Packers injury report is. But they put people on the injury report sometimes just because they have the minorest thing. So it's they're gonna play. It's not any doubt. Jordan Love pops in a thing once in a while. Just guys like that, you are gonna play, but they are dealing with an issue. So I feel like they're kind of they put stuff on there that maybe other teams don't. That's what Aaron Nagler said. He would know more about that than me. So I believe it makes sense. You know what I mean? Glad you're live for Sunday's game. Bears on CBS and Vikings on Fox in my area. So what I want to do for this game, because the Vikings play at the same time, I would like to get a score update if Vinny would be so kind to do that. So we have like kind of to keep the updates on the Vikings. I actually probably going to have it on the side. I mean, I'm going to be calling obviously the Packer game, but I'll be giving updates over there. Unless it's like one team's getting blown out, we'll laugh at them and we'll move on. But if it's a close game, I'll give some updates to let people know.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
What's that?
I can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So Vinny can do that. Okay. Walker was listed as having illness. Erica said, "All right, that makes sense." They had some illnesses going on in that locker room lately. Not like a bunch at once, but like I think one or two guys here and there. So I mean, I guess it's that time of year though. People get sick. So and I assume that when guys get sick in a locker room, they want them to just stay away. You would think, right? Because you wouldn't want, to get the whole locker room sick. All right, so Vinny's got a graphic over here. What are we looking at over here? Okay, this is the injury report. George Morgan is questionable. Quay Walker, questionable. Walker did not participate in Thursday's practice due to a calf injury, it says. So that's what it says on the injury report. Malik Willis, questionable. Willis was limited participant in Thursday's practice due to an ankle injury. Christian Watson, questionable, obviously coming back from that game, but I don't think he made it any worse, so I expect him to play. Josh Jacobs, he's been dealing with a calf injury, and I would assume that he's going to play. And it might be the same situation where he's they don't like really try to pound the rock with him. They have Wilson, they trust Wilson. Wilson can get after it. Wicks, questionable, isn't practicing Thursday. Dominique Yates of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Shout out to, you know what I mean? But there you go. Anyways, I had to zoom on. Let me take that back. I don't like looking at myself that close up. But yeah, so there is your injury report. Questionable, I feel like is they're probably leaning towards playing, but obviously guys are questionable sometimes and they don't play. So now that Aiden Hutchinson is the highest paid non-quarterback ever, did we get Micah on a steal? I don't know the contract situation. I know it's big. I don't know, was it the highest paid of non-quarterback? I didn't know that. I wasn't sure. But yeah, I think that's just a going rate. Like when you talk about Micah Parsons' contract, is like if you want, the top pass rusher or whatever, however you want to rank them, you want one of these top dudes, like you're gonna pay. Like and that's how the NFL is too. The top of every position wants to be the highest paid at that position of all time. You know what I mean? If you are the top running back or you are the top wide receiver, you want to be paid like it. You know what I mean? I think we have that's for that. I have an alarm over here. This connection was disconnected. Weren't able to stream to that destination. That is to the Matt Ramage Show Facebook page, but nobody watches there anyways. Who cares? But anyways, I've never seen it before. Anyways, we're keeping it moving over here. Oh, here we go. So 14-6. I didn't remember where I was over here. But if you have one of those top premier guys, you're gonna have to pay him. And even people talking about, I seen Lion fans talking about it on Twitter, because that's all they do is talk about the Packers. But they're talking about what the Packers gave up for Parsons. They gave up 2 picks. They're like, yeah, but also Kenny Clark. So that was a first round pick or whatever. And I'm like, no, Kenny Clark has been a Packer for a long time. They've done great things with Kenny Clark. Shout out to Kenny Clark. But they were probably thinking, at some point he might not be part of their future plans. So he wasn't going to be here anyways after this season. So I think that was good. Shout out to Kenny Clark. I love me some Kenny Clark, but I think it was a good trade.
Yeah, I have to make a correction, an update. Parsons is still the highest paid non-QB. He averages $47 million per year.
I thought Parsons was still up just over him. But I don't know, because it all depends on guaranteed monies and all this other stuff. That.
Yeah. Hutchinson did sign a 4-year extension for $180 million, but he averages $45 million a year.
Yeah, I don't even know how he can survive on that.
Yeah.
I can't survive a dollar under $35 million a year.
It's got to be rough. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that's what you get when you get to that level. I never complain about the players getting paid. People always say that the players overpaid. I don't think so. The amount of money that the NFL generates, they are the employees, they are the workers, they're the ones doing the work. Why should all the billionaires get loaded? The players should get that money. You know what I mean? So I'm pro worker. You know what I mean? The players are workers. But yeah. So there you go. 48 touchdown passes to Andrews, 5th most of any quarterback tight end. All right, there you go. 16 touchdown passes in first 5 games versus Dolphins. 3rd most in first 5 games of any opponent. Lamar Jackson. getting after it over here. Lamar Jackson's very good quarterback. He's fun to watch. He's 8 for 12 in this game, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns, sacked 1 time. Tua's 15 and 22, 152 yards. I think he was sacked once. So there you go. Those are your. Okay. People wonder how Tom and Pat Mahomes stay top dogs. They are never the highest paid quarterback. I mean, I think Mahomes signed for like a $500 million deal. That was a big deal at the time. And Tom Brady, like, it was different. We have a return over here in a 10-yard line. He's going to get to the 25 to the 30. The thing with Tom Brady, I believe that the owner of the Patriots was siphoning money through his, because he had money in that TV brand. I fully believe that, and I don't care either way. Get your money, but I think that they were doing some shady stuff. But and Tom Brady's wife was like worth like a quadrillion dollars, but obviously they were married then. But anyways, let's go. Mike McDaniel's being interviewed over here. We're coming back. First down and 10. Lamar Jackson's going to be in shotgun from about the 32-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. And going to be a couple yards there. They're going to try to get Henry going. Oh, you said the most interesting conversation you ever heard. I wasn't even listening. Second down and 8. They need to get something going here, you know what I mean? Lamar Jackson going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right there. What are they at? About the 33.5-yard line. Flowers in motion. He's back to throw. He's got time. Tosses this thing to Henry. And he's not going to get much, dude. That's only about 2 yards. That's kind of what they're doing. 2-yard plays. That ain't going to cut it, though. That ain't going to do it. Whenever I hear that, I was like, boom, tough acting to acting. Third down. I don't know why. Dolphins defensive coordinator is jacked. Here we go. Third down and 6 is the big one right here. Lamar Jackson's in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. The Dolphins can stop him right here. They can kind of get that momentum going. They could be that second half team like the Packers. He back to that throw. He's dancing around. He's getting chased. He's running left. He gets the first down. Falls down about the 50-yard line. And that maybe just short of the 50 is where they're going to mark this thing. What's going on here? What was for a toe itching? For sure, TB12 will always be the highest paid quarterback. Kraft just paid him off the salary cap in other ways. I fully believe that they did that because he has interest in the TB12 company. How does he have that? Because he was paying him, you know. And I don't even care. Brady's the GOAT. Everyone can say he has all the rings, so I'm not even like hating on him. And I actually like Brady, like watching him talk like on TV about football or whatever when he's commentating. I got no beef with Brady, but I definitely think that was happening. But here we go. We have an injury. Jack Jones. I feel like that's the most average name ever. But hopefully he's all right. Henry looks tired. He does. They're just really the Ravens offense really ain't getting it going like running the ball. Anytime they try to run it, just kind of runs into a wall. Yeah, he was running. That was a non-contact injury, I think.
Well, this is great. We're getting the inside scoop here, fellas.
Yeah, you know what I mean? No, but that's usually not good. Hey, he's walking off the field, though. Sometimes those non-contact, though, they can be bad. Pulling stuff, whatnot. I don't know. I never run, so I wouldn't know. But, are you going to do any more giveaways this week? Any more trivia questions? Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing a trivia game, Friday night. And it's going to be football-related, but Halloween-related as well. So it's going to be a tricky one. It's going to be hard. But and then I think on Sunday, I'm going to do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway for my shirt for the Packer game. Here we go. Lamar Jackson back to throw. And he's going to have his man for a first down. So we have that brand new shirt out from Matt LaFleur's quote when he said, he's like, I don't talk to kickers. So we got that shirt. So maybe we'll give one of those shirts away right here. I don't talk to kickers. We have all different colors too. They're available at my store, theMayorImage.com. But Sunday, maybe we will definitely give one away. Not maybe. We'll do it. And it's all because of Erica. But there we go. So Lamar Jackson shotgun. We're gonna figure out how we'll do that giveaway. You know, we'll figure it out. He's gonna be tossing it left side real fast one time, and he's got a little bit of room. Flowers trying to make some fools miss, but not gonna be able to. That's about 2 or 3 yards, which kind of seems to be like what they do.
We will also be announcing the winner of the contest for naming the cartoon character.
Yeah. So the
also.
halftime cartoon character for the Packer games. We'll be announcing that. Does Mike McDaniel get fired tonight or tomorrow? Probably tomorrow. I think, yeah, it's not looking good there. I like him, though. He might have a gas cramp. The way he was walking off didn't seem like he was too bad off, so hopefully just something like that. 2nd down and 7. We'll get back to this. Lamar Jackson to toss this thing off, a little screen right side. You try to bounce up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down inside the 30-yard line. So things weren't looking good right there, but that was a nice screen. Plus, it really doesn't matter to us. We never played the Pats in the Super Bowl in the Brady Belichick era. Yeah, and I mean, and you can't hate like on their success. I mean, you can. A lot of people do, but I'm just saying like they did what they did. Tom Brady's a freak. I think he's a freakish leader. He gets the best out of people. Gets people. They got people that want to play there for cheap. They get there, have a chance for a ring. A lot of them got it, and then they can go on somewhere else and get their money. So it's like they kind of had a good system there. Here we go. 1st down and 10. They're going to be play action, quick pass, and that's going to be completed to Andrews. He's inside the 15-yard line. I think that was, it wasn't Andrew. That was Likely. Oh, yeah. Eli got him. Eli got him a couple times. Yeah, Jair's not playing. Jair, they said, is a healthy scratch. That's what they were reporting on the Twitter machine. So I don't know what's going on with Jair Alexander, but I don't know. They said he wasn't on the injury report this week. Likely's got 3 catches. Was that 60 yards or was it 80? I missed it. Here we go. 10-18 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lamar Jackson's going to be a shotgun. He's got a man to left and right. He's going to hand it off left side around the left corner, and he's going to get about 4 yards or so there. Yeah, they got some drama going on over there. I don't know what's going on with Jair, but you're not really hearing too much coming out of her. But something fishy. 8 plays, 58 yards. I don't know if he fell off or like what's going on. Because I can't believe he's just not good enough to get on the field. He'd even be active. But I think it was a good move though. I think it had to happen. We go back to the comments. Here we go. Lamar's going to get this thing off, tosses it. Flowers is trying to get to the 1st down marker. Very, very close. I think he's going to be short. Jair might have CTE. There's something off. He did the same crap with the Packers. I'm not sure that's the case. I'm not sure that's like, I don't know. It's definitely something fishy, but I don't know. We right now we don't know. Packer driven. What's up? Howdy there. Hey there. I can't read. Matt just joined tonight. How you doing, Packer driven? We're at 3rd down and 1 over here. They're going to try to sneak this thing up the middle. Try to get that 1st down. I think they did. All right, the refs are trying to figure out this pile. Yeah, healthy scratch is not good. Yeah, it doesn't make it look like So they were pushing some tushes there, but I don't know if it was a tush push. Yeah, the Dolphins, man. I feel like the Dolphins could be winning this game. I got a sneeze coming on, dude. You ever feel a sneeze coming on? 10 plays, 65 yards on this drive. 6:40 off the clock. 1st down and 10. Lamar Jackson's under center. They're going to try to scoot this thing. No play action. Looking to throw, looking left, all alone. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't want to sneeze on stream. Packers driven says the Packers do really well when it's time to move on from a player. Jair is one great example. Yeah, they do. They very rarely are wrong. I mean, they've had maybe a year too early, but I think they'd rather be 1 year too early than to be too late. And that's what they do. He said maybe the Ravens will trade Jair back to us. All right, so 20-6 ball game. We're going to have an extra point, and it's up. It's going to be good. 21-6, the Ravens will take it to them. 8:09 to go in the third quarter. And there we go. And we're going to go to commercial. I'm going to go try to sneeze over here because this thing is bothering me, you know what I mean? We'll be right back after these messages.
That boy is good. Good and terrible.
Today, Junior?
Well, we're waiting.
Be sure you're listening to the producer of the show, you know. Go ahead and do that right there, you know what I mean? They've also had a year-ish too late, but they don't go much further than that. Yeah, and, like, you could talk about the David Bakhtiari situation as far as the Packers, like, keeping players, but, like, they had just signed him when he got hurt, and there's a cap situation where it's, like, worth it to wait and kind of hope for the best. But at some point, you got to make that move. But, yeah, they're not perfect, but they're pretty good. Like, they don't hold on to players. Even if, like, the fans love them, they're just like, nope, got to go. Lamar Jackson, one of my fantasy quarterbacks tonight. Glad to see him doing well. I went into this week 50-50, and I'm up 60-40 now. There you go. I have him. I did not start him. I'm starting Jordan Love. So, you know what I mean? I usually kind of go back and forth. You know, mostly it's Lamar because he's just a good fantasy quarterback. But since he's been hurt, Jordan, you know, Jordan's been doing pretty good. And I had Tua because Jordan Love was on a bye, obviously, that week. But here comes the kickoff. Tua does all right fantasy-wise, too. And we're going to have a return here to the left side. He's at the 20. He's trying to cut it to the 25. Oh, he gets through a little hole down to about the 29-yard line, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is over here. Illegal block to the back. Your league has 3 quarterbacks. I'm in a dynasty league. I don't even know. I'm not really good with fantasy, like as far as like all like the names, like PPR. I don't even know what any of that stuff means. I don't even understand what the money means when you get someone off waiver. Am I paying that? I don't even know what's going on. But that would explain why I'm not really great at fantasy football. But I almost won the whole thing last year. I would have won the Super Bowl, except for I screwed up. And there's a guy who was like last minute was didn't play. If I'd have seen that, switched it, I would have won. But you know what I mean? No excuses. 1st and 10. Here we go. Tua's going to be under center, back to throw. He's looking. Oh, he's going down the pocket, collapsed, and that's going to be a sack. Ravens defense comes up, and they're doing like a monster mash over here, dude. Remember that Monster Mash song? It was a monster mash. It was a midnight. It was the mash. It was a monster mash. That monster mash. It was a graveyard. I did that song. Like I wasn't like in the chorus team or whatever. We acted that out for all the parents. They were like, these guys suck. But I like the solo. I think I was doing that. It was a monster mash. But it was like,
do that? Did you do that? Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? Did you do that?
I did not.
No?
I was like super young, so it's probably like, it was a monster mash. All right, here we go. Third down. They had a run over here, nothing there. Yeah, I was on my way to like becoming a singer, but just didn't work out. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, it was a graveyard smash. Is what it was. It was a graveyard smash. Yeah.
You were going to be in sync, but you turned it down to do this.
Yeah. I was
right?
like, nah, I'm gonna podcasting is more than my thing. No, insane. That was back in the day. Third down and 17. Here we go. Tua's gonna be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. They're at the 6-yard line. Tua's back to throw from his own end zone. Tosses it left side. Bad throw, incomplete. And that's going to be 4th and 17. They're going to be punting from their own end zone. And everyone's getting fired. He knows it. They're booing. They're booing. They're recording. They're going to put that on TikTok.
And it's Halloween. Ghosts booing is just big. Yeah.
They're like, are they just celebrating Halloween? Like, no, that's for us. Oh, all right. So they shut this thing down. He gets a punt up. It's not going to count.
And that's just typical Miami football right there. They go east-west on their play calling, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this game. Dude, he's got to be thinking that. I'm getting fired as soon as I'm done. Like, calling these plays. Like, who even cares? He's like, you do it. He's on the iPad. You do it. I don't even care anymore.
He's watching your podcast right now.
Unreal. This guy's talking. I like him though, but it's just not working out in Miami right now. Here comes the punt. Oh, that's gonna be about the 40, 42. There's a flag on the play. We don't know what it is. I think it's gonna be on the Ravens because that Ravens player didn't look happy. Holding on the receiving team. All right, so I got a timeout. First down. Dude, I remember all types of like weird songs from when I was a kid. Remember that movie Big? Tom Hanks? You ever see that, Vinny?
Oh, yes. I saw it. Oh, yeah.
All right, so the movie Big with Tom Hanks. They're at commercial here, should not miss none. But that song goes shimmy shimmy cocoa pop, shimmy shimmy rock, shimmy shimmy cocoa pop, shimmy shimmy rock. I met a girlfriend from the Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, a biscuit. I shoot soda pop, vanilla on the top. Ooh, Shalita, walking down the street 10 times a week. I met it, I said it, I stole your mama's credit. I'm cool, I'm hot. Suck me in the stomach 3 more times. You know what I mean? I remember that. I loved that movie back in the day.
Dude, you're the greatest. I have all your albums. You know that.
Dude, I did that movie Big back in the day, dude. I think I watched that movie like 1,000 times. And I thought that they were like the coolest kids. I think I was like that age probably back then.
Hey, you know what other song went viral? Check this out.
Ooh, the Bears. The Bears. The Bears. In 1985.
That's funny stuff.
Just so that's in everybody's heads for a couple more days, you know?
Yeah, right. But here we go. We have a 21-6 ball game. Ravens are going to have the ball over here. 305 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate you. 2 people on Kick. I don't think I've ever had 2 people on Kick. I think maybe that was a peak. People don't really watch on Kick. So shout out to Kick, you know what I mean? People watching over there. If they're not bots, who knows? Probably are. But either way, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? But yeah, there we go. So we're going to see if the Ravens can kind of just put this thing away. This game, not a real exciting game, you know what I mean? Do you think that there's going to be a coach change after this game for the Miami Dolphins? That is like, with Miami right now, this is like, this is getting hot. Yeah, let's go hot. I used to know Jay's rap from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back by heart. Yeah. You don't know anymore? Because you're gonna need to do that on your next podcast. You need to sing that. Yeah, thanks, Vinny. That will be going through my head when I'm trying to sleep. You know what I mean? It's a banger, dude. But here we go. Lamar Jackson's going to be under center. They're at the 40-yard line. It's first down and 10. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle, and he's got some room. And that's right out the gate, about a 9-yard gain. And that's how you finish a ball game right there. It's third quarter. They got a lot of time left. But they got the lead. They're going to want to try to get a nice, long drive going right here. And so far, it doesn't look like the Dolphins are going to stop that. Oh, yeah, so there you go. So we already got to that one. So here we go, 21-6 ball game. Let's see what they got. I'm so hungry now. Oh, that candy conversation. I don't know what I'm going to eat after I'm done. Something good, though, probably. Probably not. They're going to run this thing left side. That's going to be a first down for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10. Look at that. They showed like the outside. That's the thing about like Lambeau Field versus like all these like top, newer stadiums. They don't look like football stadiums. But here we go. Lamar Jackson. Pistol. 48-yard line. And they're shutting this thing down. What's going on, dude? Timeout Miami. It's a weird spot to call timeout.
He just wants to be head coach just a little longer.
I know. I feel like he's just sitting here looking at how like upset he looks. He's just like defeated. It sucks because I do like him. McDaniels is like I say, his press conferences were always funny. I don't know if he's telling jokes anymore at his press conference, but I'm not sure. I never see those clips anymore of him being funny. But it's not going well in Miami. But I wonder if he does get fired, which I assume he's gonna at the latest would be at the end of the season, and it could happen any day. But I wonder if he'll get another head coaching spot right away, or if he's gonna go be coordinator for a little bit, kind of get his groove back. But here we go, Lamar Jackson's gonna be first down and 10. He's rolling right. And he's looking, throwing it right side down the field. He's got Flowers. He cuts it in at the 10-yard line to the 8-yard line. Big-time play for the Baltimore Ravens right there. And they ain't done yet. They said, we ain't done yet. Big-time first down inside 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. I thought he was taking that thing. He cut it in. That was reminiscent, of Jordy Nelson back in the day, He'd always get those on the sideline go routes type thing. And then you just cut it in on the corner, split everyone, and then take it in for the end zone. He almost did that, but they were able to get his legs, you know what I mean? Jordy Nelson wouldn't have got caught. Let's just say that, you know what I mean? But that was a good play right there. First and goal over here. Lamar Jackson's going to be under center. Changed some stuff at the line over here. From the 9-yard line, he's going to be play action, looking to throw, looking for the end zone. He rolls up in the pocket, gets into the end zone, touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. And there's a flag on the play. Was that the Bateman? 4:15 to go. That's who this penalty is. On the defense, the penalty is declined. Touchdown, Ravens. And the Dolphins, dude, they could have got it going early, couldn't get it figured out, and now the Ravens are rolling, beating the crap out of them. 27-6. Yeah, that was good. That was good. His first read wasn't there. Bought time, went up in the pocket, found his dude. Good play right there. They get a touchdown, you got to do a backflip. I can't do a backflip. I can't do a front flip. I can't even roll properly. Here comes the extra point. It's up. It's going to be good. Since tomorrow's Halloween, what's the best and worst candy to get trick-or-treating? We talked about earlier is that orange and black wrapper hard crap. Whatever that is. Poison is what it is. Anyways. I'm going to grab me another. No, actually, I don't need another beer. We're all right. Let's hang out right here. So hammer the chat, I would, Joe. Say something else. We need to talk. Let's bring Vinny in over here. Vinny, what's going on?
Well, the weather outside looks pretty decent. It's clear skies tonight. We're going to be a little cloudy tomorrow, but otherwise doing good.
Let them know what do we got tomorrow for. We have a Halloween
Okay.
live stream tomorrow night. Let them know.
Okay, yes. Actually, I've got two actual trivia games tomorrow. The first one's 10 questions, and you're right, that is NFL questions with a Halloween twist. So they kind of have a Halloween base to it, okay? Or like a horror theme to it.
Yeah.
And then the other one is just a little 5-question one, which is based on the 1923 Packers because of the throwback uniforms for Sunday.
There you go.
So yeah, it's going to be fun. So it's going to be just like last weekend. People can come in, they could join, they could do the code and join in, join the leaderboard or just throw it in chat. But it's more fun if you guys, pop in the code and do it on your phone. That way it's fun to see your names up there and stuff,
Yeah, so tune in tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Play some Halloween NFL trivia. It's probably not going to be easy. So, bring your brain. You know what I mean?
There's a couple easy ones, and then there's some where if some people get it, I know you Googled it if you got it.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Because there's no way that anybody would know these.
Don't be a cheater face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But also, we'll mention again, the Jamaica hurricanes, hurt a lot of people. A lot of people are without over there. So if you're able to, donate. Here's the QR code right here, or you can go to the chat. We have the link in there, or you can just search it. But this is a charity that I kind of looked into a little bit, and someone told me that this is the best one that goes to the people that does the most good. So hopefully that's the case, you know what I mean? And appreciate it if you're able to donate. But here we go. What are they? It's just Black Friday football. Bears, Eagles. What's that?
Not sure, but look at that.
Oh, the day after Thanksgiving.
Look at that's bad if you're a fan of a team and you have to wear a bag on your head.
Yeah, I would never wear a bag on my head at Lambeau Field. I don't care if the Packers lost every game for 4 seasons in a row. I would never wear a bag on my head at the stadium. I mean, if I wasn't going to go, I wouldn't go. But, I wouldn't wear a bag. I feel like that's just embarrassing to the whole fan base. But I get it because they're trying to they have an owner. They're trying to bring out a message over here. He's at the 20. He comes to kickoff to about the 30-yard line. That's the difference between Packer fans and other teams, because other teams, they have to get the ownership's attention and say, hey, this ain't good enough, whatever. Because you see the Jets doing what they're doing, and they're just announced that they're raising ticket prices. So it's the owners they're clueless, and they suck. I'm glad the Packers don't have one. If you were going to do a charity thing, you got to have a Sarah McLachlan song playing in the background. Dude, those copyrights, bro.
Believe me, I've got it on my soundboard, but yeah, we'll get pegged for it.
But here we go. Tua's going to be under center. He's going to be play action, looking to throw, quick pass, middle of the field. That's going to be a first down. Past the 45-yard line. He's still rolling to about the 47 or so. The Dolphins got a little something. I think it's a little too late, but we're inside 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 28-6. See, man, check out this hoodie right here. This is available in my store, too. This is a Jordan Love hoodie right here, right? And then right here it says, that dude. That dude. This is one of my favorite hoodies. It's like a, simple drawing. But Dakota, who does my merch, shout out to him. Did a good job. First down and 10. 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Tua's going to be under center. He's going to hand this thing off up the middle. Ooh, not going to be a lot there. And they're going to push him back, but he's going to get about a yard.
You get nothing.
Got nothing. He got nothing.
Here's my question for you, Matt. Do you think Dan Marino went home yet? They showed him earlier in the stadium, but do you think he went home yet?
No, I don't think he can. And it's a bad look. You got to suffer through it.
Or is he under contract where he's got to stay? Maybe.
He'll get roasted if he didn't. But yeah, dude, we're rooting for you over here. Second down and 9. Could happen. Tua's going to be in shotgun, kind of. He's in shotgun. These formations are so weird for the Dolphins. But he goes back to throw, quick pass. Oh, incomplete, bad throw, or just miscommunication where he was supposed to be. Usually, whenever the quarterback, no, I threw exactly where he was supposed to be, it's his fault.
Just a bit outside. He tried the corner.
In fact, it was. Look at these Dolphin fans. This lady's just like, I got work tomorrow. I don't even know why I came to this thing. 3rd and 9. The bags are out in full force over in Miami. You can do that in Miami. It's kind of hot. Probably a decent night over there. You know what I mean? Temperature's not right. That's going to be good. 3rd down and 9. Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They got 3 wide receivers on the bottom of the screen.
Matt, you walk in the stadium, they ask you if you want paper or plastic.
I don't know. That's how they eliminate some of the fans. Some say plastic.
Good. I thought I had you. Touche. You outdid me on that one.
That'll probably happen like if the Bears ever had to do that. You got those fibs over there. That day we did it wrong. We put plastic bags. Now we're all suffocating. But here we go. They're showing the Ravens remaining schedule. We got the Vikings. They got the Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. That's going to be an L over there. But maybe that Vikings 3-4 right now, taking on the Lions Sunday. That'd be interesting to see what the Vikings do in these next few weeks. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. They're at the 48-yard line. 2:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. He's got a man in motion. Back to throw. He's looking. Tosses this thing. Quick little pass. Incomplete. In and out of his hands. And that's the most Dolphin thing ever. It's 4th down and 9. And this Dolphins team is not looking good, dude. This is horrible, in fact. This guy in the hockey jersey is super mad. These guys are talking lots of trash right now. I can tell you that. They showed those 2 guys right there. Those guys are going to stand. This team sucks. Yeah, this is rough, dude. Here comes the punt. It's funny how long they showed all those fans. Everyone's reaction to just the suckiness. Here comes the punt. It's going to go out of bounds about the, where are they going to mark this? 14, 15-yard line. 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
The cheerleaders aren't even doing anything. They're just standing there. Yeah.
Yeah, how do we cheer? It's 28-6. Give us something to cheer about, dude. Do your part, you know what I mean? All right, we're at commercial. We'll be right back, you know what I mean?
Attention. Have you or a loved one been seriously... forget that. Let's do this Nicolet Law style and give the people what they want.
It's Nicolet! It's Nicolet! Nicolet Law! Billboard, baby!
Alrighty, we are back over here. We got ourselves a 28-6 ball game. They're trying to end this game over here, but man, I remember Marino tearing teams apart. Yeah, Dan Marino was like the first quarterback that people really called like the greatest of all time. I mean, it was Joe Montana, obviously was doing his thing, but Dan Marino, everyone always talked about just how great of a passer he was. Like, they weren't able to get it done, but he was just the man. He was always considered one of the top quarterbacks of all time until like recently they kind of like trying to shove him off that list a little bit. But Dan Marino threw the ball where he wanted to throw the ball. You know what I mean? He was getting after it back in the day. These young folks today doubt now. First down and 10, 15-yard line. The Baltimore Ravens are going to hand this thing off out of shotgun. He's trying to bounce it right side. He's got a little bit of room. He's at the 20, the 25. He's passed. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. Goes out of bounds at like the 40-yard line. Henry was off to the races over there. 2:19 to go in the third quarter. Big time play right there. So are you hosting the unwatchable party? Still happy to be watching. Kind of like that, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it feels with this game stream. You know, a game is kind of bad when we had like a half-hour conversation about candy. You know what I mean? In the chat. Yeah, but that got me extremely hungry. I got some Kwik Trip cookies over there and upstairs after this. But here we go. We're going to have a run right side by the Ravens. 1-yard gain. Yeah, this is a barn burner right here. Dumpster fire. A lot of clock to me. We have a whole quarter to go. We go second down. They're huddling up. They're going to eat up use every second they got, which I appreciate. You know what I mean? Second down and 9. Lamar Jackson back there in shotgun. He's got Henry to his left. Probably Henry, you know what I mean? 49-yard line. They're going to hand this thing off up the middle. It was not. But that's going to be a game of a few right there.
A nice little update. The Bucks just beat the Warriors 120-110.
There you go. We should do a Bucks watch party sometime. That'd be weird. I don't even know how you do a Bucks watch party. Obviously, you don't do play-by-play. I'm not going to be like, all right, I'm running down the field. You know, I'll be like an auctioneer.
And without somebody Googling, it's like, spell Antetokounmpo.
Yeah. Just say Giannis. Oh, here we go. Third down and 7. Lamar's throwing deep, looking for the whole thing. He's got coverage over there, but that's going to be incomplete. Intended for Hopkins. How did Hopkins do? He's on my fantasy team, but he's on my bench. So I figured he'd go off.
Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
Best costume you or someone in your family wore? I don't know. Like back in the day, I was one of the Raisins. Remember back in the day, the Raisins? I think they had a band going on, and it was just a garbage bag. My mom was like, "Here you go. Here's a garbage bag. Cut a hole in it. Boom. You're a raisin." The California raisin.
You were one of the California raisins. Okay.
Yep,
yeah.
California raisin. It was just a black garbage bag though, so I just looked homeless. But here we go. A fair catch about the 7-yard line over there. But yeah, I think that's probably one of my best ones. You know what I mean? Better than like the ones when you had like the masks on back in the day. When you had those masks on, they would like cut your eye open and stuff. They were, by the end of the day, you just threw it. You're like, whatever, I'm done with that. But Mike McDaniels has the I'm gonna get fired look. Yeah, he's definitely. It's not looking good. I mean, I just don't think. I don't think anything's going good over there. It's not just like on the field. Like I can't imagine like in that locker room. Like obviously with the ownership and his bosses, they're not happy with what's going on with what this team. And they spent money on this Miami team. They brought him in. That was what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to do something. Right now, you know, they're 2-6, about to be 2-7. It's gonna be a quick pass left side by Tua, and that's gonna be a first down. He's off to the right. He's that past the 30-yard line. Try to spice this game up a little bit. But there we go. Big time first down right there. I think she was trying to tell you something, Matt, that this game sucks. I don't know.
No, about the garbage bag.
Oh, I wasn't sure what you're talking about. Yeah, she's like, you're a trash kid here. Wear some trash, you trash kid. Look at that spooky spider on the graphics on the TV right there. Are there a commercial? We'll hang tight right here. I got a little bit beer. I'm not gonna, only had like a couple, you know. But there we go. There goes Scary Boy. He's probably sleeping right now. That's why he's not here, you know what I mean? How did the Dolphins team beat the crap out of the Falcons last week? I feel like the Dolphins are a team that can kind of get after. They have the players in place, and they have it because even the first half, first start of the game, they kind of went down the field but they just couldn't get points. They had a fumble and they had a missed field goal. So they just can't get it all together. But I feel like they have potential to do it, but they ain't doing it this game. I do like him, but I don't know if he's the guy I want leading. Hell. But yeah, I don't know. I like him too, but yeah, can he be the top guy? It seems like players love him, but when you're not winning, I mean, what do they love? Because all the joking around and all the fun stuff. I don't think it hits the same when you're losing. You know what I mean? So, but I do like him. But yeah, I like him from afar. I don't know if I'd really want him to be my coach. I think he's a good coach. I think he's got he's a creative mind and all that. But not working in Miami. So will he get another opportunity right away? Will he have to be a coordinator somewhere? I would assume if he gets fired, he's going to go be a coordinator somewhere and try to, pick it all up. He probably wants to get fired, dude. He's like, just let me have the rest of the year off, dude. Let me chill. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. McDaniels is the guy you can do beer bongs with. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. 28-6 ball game. 312 folks watching live. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? There's still a commercial over here. What do you want to talk about? Hammer to chat. Let me know. That pumpkin on the corner over here, I think's tweaking me out though. Just floating around. It makes me think. Is this in here? Like, what's going on? But here we go.
See, that's when I tell you it's perfectly still, man. It's not moving.
You're like, yeah, I didn't make that graphic. I don't know what that thing is. I don't even see it. What are you talking about? You have a floating pumpkin coming to kill you. But here we go. They are coming back over here. We have a full quarter of this thing going. Dolphins. Yeah, who cares, really? That whole division, who cares? The Patriots are 6-2. Bills are 5-2. Dolphins and Jets are Dolphins and Jets. You know what I mean? AFC North, dude. Steelers 4-3. Bengals 3-5. That division ain't too good either. But here we go. Tua. It's going to be in shotgun. First down and 10, 15 minutes to go with the ball game. Back to throw. Quick pass. That's going to be completed. That's going to be about 6 yards on that. Pumpkin pie month starts Saturday. Want to know a fun fact about me? I don't like pumpkin pie. But when I was a kid, I did like it. But as an adult, I'm like, no. But that goes back to the candy thing. I think when you're a kid, you eat anything. You put something in front of a kid, he's like, all right, I'll eat that. You know what I mean? Unless it's candy corn. Get that out of here. But here we go. Second down and 4. Tua is going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his right. No, he's got a man in motion. They got to get something going here if they want to come back in this thing. It's going to be a reception for a first down. Oh, they're going to hurry it up because they're like, no, we're going to win this thing. Down 28-6. We have a whole quarter here. Tua's going to be in shotgun. He's got a man to his left. Back to throw. Throwing it left side, trying to get something going. That's going to be completed on the left sideline over there. And that's your boy over there. I'd rather have pumpkin bars. You know what the thing is? I don't think I like pumpkins. I think I'm over it. Pumpkins, you know what I mean? Don't like them. I don't like anything to do with pumpkins.
See, it's also pumpkin spicy.
Lattes? Like,
too.
what are we doing? You drinking pumpkin? I don't even know what it tastes like, but I don't want to. But anyways, here we go. First down and 10, 13-32 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Dolphins' comeback begins. Well, not quite yet. I think we're going to have a situation over here. The refs are talking to Harbaugh over here. He's saying it wasn't a catch. Let's check this replay right here. It's a challenge. You can't see the ball touching the ground there, really. On that angle, looks like... Yeah. Let's check this again here. Can't really see it hitting the ground there. I don't know. Looks like a catch to me so far, unless they show another replay. But what are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? What do you think, Vinny? You think that was a catch? What are we thinking?
I don't see a lot that you can use to overturn it, you know?
Yeah, not in those replays. That one kind of showed it, but then it got kind of blurry. You really couldn't see it. But the ball can touch the ground, obviously. It just can't be lost control while it does it. It can touch it if you have full control of the ball. But we're going to find out over here.
Yeah, unless they have another angle we haven't
Frost
seen.
Talking about. I made a pumpkin roll with cream cheese frosting. You would like it. I don't think I would.
That sounds good, actually.
Also, no shave November is anyone's thing. No. I just look like a 16-year-old that I can't. I could be on a deserted island, dude. They'd find me like it'd be like a Tom Hanks situation. They'd find me and I just look the same. You know what I mean? They'd find me and they'd be like, "Oh, what were you shaving with? Like, what are you talking about?" And I'm out here starving. I ain't worried about that. I just don't grow hair like that. I'd have like a slight goatee.
I'd look like a hippie. Yeah.
Yeah, Ivan doesn't shave. He's Chris Kringle over there, dude. He's like the actual Chris Kringle. Like he just goes out and kids run up to him and hug him. It's weird. He's Santa Claus.
In those dark alleys selling those scalp tickets. Kids run up, Santa.
Yeah, he's got a glorious beard though over there. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. So, Ivan said it's a catch. I missed that. I missed a few comments over here. Anyone else talking about it? No one else really gives a crap. I guess really, who cares? You know what I mean? This game right here. 313 folks watching live across all the places. I appreciate it. And for some reason, the Matt Ramage Facebook page just, it's shut off for some reason. But I'm sure the 2 people watching on there are devastated. But here we go. So we're going to find out. We're still at commercial. Oh, yeah, let's drink to that. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, nobody's listening anyway.
Exactly. What? Incomplete. The ball hit the ground. So this might be a better angle right here they're about to show us. Yeah, it rolled. It popped out and hit the ground. What food will you be eating other than pizza in New York City? Smash burgers, pasta, sweets. I don't know. Maybe some pasta. Maybe some real Italian food. You know what I mean? But here we go. 2 is going to be in shotgun quick pass. That's going to be completed for about 8 yards on there. So it's going to be about 3rd down now. Not about. It will be 3rd down. Third down and 1. Why is everyone talking about food, though, Kevin? I'm hungry as heck over here talking about food. Now I'm thinking, what am I going to eat after this game's over? I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It went from candy to cuisine. It's
2 almost threw a pick. In and out of the hands. But, yeah. I don't think the play's under review anymore. Vinny slacking.
No, dude, I'm listening to everything you're saying. I've been laughing over here.
Okay.
My God.
10 push-ups. I just ate 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. All right. Maybe I'll do that. I haven't had a peanut butter jelly sandwich in a lot of years because I'm too lazy. I do the peanut butter. I'm like, good enough. You know what I mean? This will get the job done. Here we go. 2 is back to throw. Quick pass on a little slant over here. That's going to be completed for a 1st down. And they got a little something. They got the comeback rolling, baby. They got the comeback rolling. Here we go. The Dolphins, they're coming. We'll try to hype it up a little bit. You know what I mean? Lots of peanut butter. Who likes peanut butter? Yeah, that was a good job because that was a good play in the secondary to try to stop that. That was a really, really good catch.
Well, one person who doesn't like peanut butter right here.
Who?
Myself, Vinny.
Oh.
No peanut butter here, my friend.
All right, we have a completion. That's going to be a 1st down, right? Maybe not. 2nd down. Guess I didn't catch that.
You're slacking. You're slacking, Matt.
Yeah, you're screwing up. That's what it is. So he throws that thing. I thought, 3rd down and 2. Now we don't know what's going on.
This is such a professional podcast.
3rd down and 2. Yeah, I'll be eating everything. You know what I mean? When I get down there, I mean, not everything because I have my limits. But that's the only reason I'm going to New York is to eat. Don't like peanut butter? That's an arrestable offense. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Unless you're like peanut allergy.
Well, Lottie frickin' God!
You got a flag over here. Intentional grounding. 10-yard penalty and a loss of down. Let's see this replay here. Dude, he gets an intentional grounding just because it's a bad, horrible throw. I don't know. What was he doing there? He threw it away. I get he was throwing it away, but, like, he could have thrown it down the field further. I don't know. Or, I don't know. Or rolled out harder and threw it a bounce. I don't understand that. That was a bad play, but I guess that's why they're 2-6. 12:24 to go in the fourth quarter. You're trying to figure out, like, you watching a bad team play, you just get confused. Like, wow, would he do that? You know what I mean? I'm just a cheese factory worker, but still, you know what I mean? Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun, empty backfield, 3rd down and 12. Now he's got a man to his right. I'm a liar. Here we go. They're at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. He runs out of time. He's dancing around, makes some fools miss. Now I think he's going to run with it. He's going to run left side. He slides down for about 2 yards. No, like 1 yard. They marked it. So that was a pretty important play right there. You know what I mean? They'll show up on the old highlight reel. I hate, dude, this is interesting right here. I hate mayonnaise with a passion. So do I. But also I like egg salad. And I didn't know mayonnaise was in egg salad, so I saw someone make it once, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is how egg salad is made, you idiot. I think it was my wife. I'm just going to pretend not to know that information. Egg salad's good. I like egg salad, but not with other stuff in it. Like, people, like, try to get creative with it. They leave it alone. It's a masterpiece as it is. Here we go, 4th down, 11, Tua back to throw. He's going to throw this thing right side. That's going to be completed for a 1st down. I feel like that with every piece of food. Like, you have good food, like macaroni and cheese. Glorious for people like, oh, let's throw this in there. Let's throw that. No, let's leave it alone. You can put whatever you want on the outside. Leave this alone. This is already, they perfected it. Don't try to get crazy with it. You know what I mean? He said he likes butter. Oh, he was answering the question. I was like, all right, he likes butter. You know what I mean? But we're going to have an incomplete pass over here. Yeah, there's flags everywhere. That's going to be pass interference right there. You can make egg salad with mustard? That sounds horrible.
Well, then you'd have more of a deviled egg if you do that.
Yeah, I like deviled egg too. But so we have pass interference over here. Let's check this replay here. Yeah, Wiggins was there first. No, egg salad, dude, deviled eggs, dude. I don't. People like to sprinkle that stuff on top of deviled eggs to make it look something. Don't do that either. Deviled eggs is glorious how it is. Leave it alone. And people just try to get too fancy. You know what I mean? We got 11-play drive going on here. 78 yards, 4:08 off the clock. And Tua's going to be end to center, 1st down and 10. He's going to hand it off right side. He's trying to get across the corner to about the 10-yard line. That ball is out, dude. And the ball stayed inbounds. And the Ravens have the ball. Oh, my goodness. Stacy, what's up? She says, don't forget pork roll, eggs, and cheese on hard roll with salt, pepper, ketchup. If you Googled what is New Jersey's breakfast sandwich, that will come up. Pork roll, egg, and cheese on a hard roll with pepper, ketchup. That sounds interesting.
Well, she was trying to tell you about that. That's supposed to be, remember, I was calling it like the heart attack special, and she said, no, you got to try it.
No, that's actually, that sounds all right. You know what I mean? Has anyone ever tried Pico del Gallo and cottage cheese? It's good. I have not. You know what I mean?
I have tried that one.
In our beer. We'll make it a quick one. Hang on. Let's see what Ivan said. It's better than mayonnaise, the devil's condiment.
See, the deviled egg.
We'll get back to this conversation. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is the last bag of chips.
I'd fight my own grandmother for just one.
Hey, it's chips and soda.
I'll go tell coffee and donuts.
Mm-mm.
I like it a lot.
So 26-7. Let's dance, Hammer. You know what I mean? Let's dance. All right, here we go. We are back, and we are watching the stadium empty out. Dolphins fans are leaving. Ravens fans are leaving. Nobody wants to be involved. And onions are absolutely the grossest thing that's ever happened to anything ever. I do not like onions. Here we go. We're going to run left side by the Ravens, and he's going to make some fools miss down to about the 30-yard line. No, onions, they don't do it. Keep talking like this, and you will start a cooking show during commercials. I actually have an idea for a cooking show. But not at my house. But my kitchen's way too small. But here we go. We have there we go. Nice little run. And the Ravens trying to run this thing out. Yeah, no paprika on those deviled eggs. Yeah, I don't think it tastes bad. It's not like it's like horrible or whatever. I don't even know if it has a taste, but it's not necessary. Let it be. You know what I mean? Just stop trying to change food. If it's good, it's good. But here we go. First down and 10-20 to go in the fourth quarter. Lamar's going to be under center. He's going to hand the thing off to Henry. He's going to get a couple. 28-6. This might be the worst fourth quarter of all time. Joey said, just got back from Kwik Trip. Wife got the snack pack, and I got the chicken pot pie to try for the first time. Let me know how you like that thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, I wish I was a Kwik Trip. I do have some Kwik Trip cookies upstairs. I think that's all I got here for Kwik Trip at the moment. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat, though, because I'm going to eat something. I work at 4 a.m. It's already 10 o'clock. Here we go. Second down and 8. Lamar Jackson's going to be under center. The microphone's going to pick up like... Here we go. Oh, play action, but he's got pressure right away, but he makes them all miss, and he falls forward for like 5 yards. Lamar Jackson's a freak, dude. That was third down, so... Or is it third down now? Was it second down? Good. Yeah, he is good. Yeah, it's third down now. But he had pressure immediately. 2 guys kind of ducked him and then just ran up the middle and then got tripped up, but still... You know, got something out of it. Most quarterbacks are getting sacked right there. It's third down and 5. Matt, can't wait for Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Go Pack, go brother. Love your excitement and energy for the Green Bay Packers. Absolutely, dude. I appreciate you watching. I'm jacked for Sunday. It's the time for the Packers to show they can put it 4 quarters down. Do a total domination this Sunday, you know what I mean? Lamar Jackson back to throw, dancing around. He ain't going to make no one miss this time. He goes down for the sack. But yeah, dude.
You get nothing.
Nothing. But this is a game for the Green Bay Packers. You got some tough ones coming up. The Eagles, you had a nice win, Sunday Night Football. Got that out of your system. The whole thing with Rodgers is over. Go forward. Beat the crap out of the Panthers and just show everyone what we're about. Everyone, you know, even the Packers only have 1 loss. Everyone's kind of doubting the Packers, still kind of throwing dirt in Jordan Love's name, saying it's all luck, and he's like, they're saying all types of craziness. Go out there and just show everyone. I mean, you know, not that they even show anyone because they don't care, but just go out there and ball. Let everyone see what you are, you know what I mean? The chicken pot pie is pretty good. Really feeling for the price. That's for sure. There you go. That's a good endorsement right there. Here we go. We're going to have a punt over here, and that's going to go out of bounds about the 20-yard line. You know what kickers and people who work at 4 a.m. have in common? No one talks to them. You know what I mean? We have that shirt. You know what I mean, Jeremy? We got the shirt. Bring up that shirt. We have a brand new shirt we added to the merch store. They're going to commercial. We'll hang out right here. But I don't talk to kickers. And Matt LaFleur said that. And everyone, I see people on Facebook like getting worked up. Oh, like, that's a stupid thing to say. You know what I mean? It's funny. You know what I mean? Who cares? I don't care how he meant it. Don't care. It's funny. And we have different colors available. We have yellow shirts. We have all different stuff. So go over and check out the mattramage.com. You can find the merch tab up there. Head over there and you know, you could toggle through like the different colors to pick the one that you want. You know what I mean? It's fantastic. Kevin says, get a win and stay healthy. That's absolutely what it is. It's a noon game local time. So early. You know what I mean? I don't know how players feel. I think players kind of like those noon games, kind of get up, get ready, get the game underway. Rather than you hear like players talk about like when it's primetime game, you're waiting around all day. So yeah, get it right out the gate. I might go down there pregame. I don't know if I will because noon games I usually don't like to do that because got to get up so early and then you know.
Keep in mind this weekend is daylight savings time this weekend also.
Yeah, what was that? We lose an hour of sleep this week?
Yeah, you set the clocks back 1 hour. So I mean you gain an extra hour of sleep right? But you lose an hour, so it's gonna.
Doesn't matter. I get an hour of sleep. I'll take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So
we put those in the bank. No, yeah, daylight savings time never really bothered me. Yeah, it's gonna start getting darker earlier. I remember back in the day, my mom used to always say like, "Be home before dark." I'm like, bro, it's like I can't even get home from school before dark. It's like 4:00. It's a certain part of the year. But yeah, so that sucked. Yeah, fall back, spring ahead. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it, but I really don't care because people always complain like that day, like they lost an hour of sleep, they gained an hour of sleep. Like, oh, I'm out of whack. Like I don't get like that. I'm never out of whack. But very rarely I even notice it. But and that's how awesome I am. What's the word? What's the word on Valentine going to start going forward? I don't know. I don't know if that what we've heard about what they're doing over there, but at least I haven't. But here we go. So they're kind of showing highlights of this game. The Ravens really took it to them. Really made this a really boring Thursday night football game. I think for like casual fans, I wouldn't even say casual fans, but just fans of not this team, like they're probably like, you know what? Let me just head out of here. Even the fans of these teams left. Both sides. I gotta sneeze. Here we go. Tua's back to throw. Excuse me. But yeah, so I missed what happened there. When those sneezes come on, they're like, hey, it's time. It's time.
I think it was only like a 2 or 3 yard pass play.
Yeah.
It's the Dolphins
Beer doesn't
offense.
care about your ahead or behind. Here we go. Tua's going to be in shotgun, 2nd down and 6. Look at Dan Marino. He's like, bro, I could be doing anything else in the world right now, but here I am. Here we go. Tua gets rid of it. That's going to be completed. Nice catch over there to the 35-yard line. When I was a kid, tonight being mischief night was good old days. Oh, yeah, the day before, like Halloween. Yeah. Back in the day, dude, we'd be out there, dude. I did some bad stuff, though, back in the day. Not like crazy stuff, but like we were smashing pumpkins. We were running the streets. In the wintertime, we'd throw snowballs at people's houses. Like we did stuff to try to get chased. People would just chase us around the neighborhood all the time. I've been chased by, that one vehicle. We're the guys in a little red truck. I got chased down by one of those guys one time when I was a kid. Because we threw a snowball at his truck. Here we go. Tua's back to throw, and that's going to be complete. Oh, incomplete. Ball popped in the air. Incomplete. Didn't get picked off, but it could have been. It was up there. But yeah, we used to throw snowballs at cars like driving by. But yeah. Lighting pool fire, we did that too. There's just one guy in particular. Because it was like the first time you've ever seen this every single time. So, I feel bad now. But, what are you going to do? Kids have no clue now. Yeah, they don't do none of that. So, which is good, because now I'm the older guy. I don't need someone lighting freaking turds on fire on my front porch. You know what I mean? It's a wooden porch. You could burn the house down. You know what I mean? It's about safety. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. We didn't think about that back in the day, though. Here we go. Tua back to throw. And he's looking to go deep. He's looking for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted by the Ravens. And we got a little return going on. And he makes them all miss. 20, 25, 30. That was a heck of a block over there. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. There's a flag probably on that block over there. There we go. 6:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Ravens take over. I'm glad I didn't start 2 in fantasy. I want to check out fantasy. Yeah, legal blindside block. That block I talked about, that was a penalty. So Tua's got 10 points. Lamar Jackson's got 33 just about. So I possibly could have started him, but I went with Jordan Love instead. But there we go. We'll see if I regret that. I don't think I will. I think I think Jordan Love's going to ball out. I think Jordan Love's going to have a big game. They're playing the Panthers. But yeah, they had a nice little return on that interception. That's what they got going on over there in Miami. What's your thoughts on Knicks? And like the secondary is, going into this season. I think that they were all that good. They kind of proved that they were better. But I like Nixon, but there's some guys in the secondary that are making some mistakes. I mean, with the pass rush, you shouldn't have blocked that much, but we got to have faith. I mean, this is what we got. This is what we got. I mean, there's some guys in the depth chart that they can try to move around, but this is what the Packers got. Unless they make a trade for somebody, help ain't coming. So we just gotta, we gotta support the fellas. You know, what I mean, hopefully they figure it out because when you're playing like those really good teams, you're gonna need to stop some wide receivers. That's gonna be a run right side for about a yard gain. But yeah, I think the secondary has some mishaps. Appreciate you, Matt. Your turn. Your turn. Chicken to chicken salad. Oh, okay. You turn. I get it now. See, I'm a little slow right now. I appreciate that comment. I try. You know what I mean? We have fun, even though this game is not fun. This is actually one of the more fun streams I've had. Obviously outside of Packers streams, we talked about candy. We talked about some good stuff. You know what I mean? Toyotathon starts. I have no idea, but it's almost time, and that's going to be a run up the middle for a loss of one. No, because they always talk about that. Vinny might not know, but like on social media, Toyotathon with Jordan Love, he plays better during Toyotathon. And like, so I think that's coming up. That's what everyone talks about. Because you're not a Twitter guy.
No, I'm not. But but there's other things I've heard with Toyotathon.
Yeah.
Where I think it's funny that it always gets better during Toyotathon. That works with a lot of things, actually. Yeah.
Like they should be just sending him Toyotas every week. Here's another one. You'd be like, I don't put it next to Mercedes. 3rd down and 10. Here we go. Lamar's gonna be under center. He's gonna be play action. Quick pass, and that's going to be completed down the middle to Andrews over here. No, that's not Andrews. That's Polar. He's a big dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Jordan Love will be on fire. I feel like Jordan Love's on a high right now. It's time to, take advantage of that. I wouldn't say momentum because I think that this is how they expect to play. But they got a little bit of momentum, a little positivity. Now, don't let it die out. Go in there and stamp out the Carolina Panthers over there in Lambeau Field come noon Sunday afternoon. You know what I mean? Actually, it wouldn't be Sunday afternoon because it's at noon. But actually, 12:01 is afternoon. So there you go. 1st down and 10. Here we go. They're running it left side. He's got some blocks. That's a 1st down. And the Ravens ain't stopping. They're like, hey, we'll run the clock out. Like, no, just go ahead and run for touchdowns instead. You know what I mean? Because they got some stuff going over here. Here we go. 323 folks watching live. 4:04 to go in the 4th quarter. Let's go. Let's wrap this thing up. You know what I mean? Not yet. I'm saying let's get this thing over with. It's a banger right here. Check out the old podcast, Apple, Spotify, all the places. The Matt Ramage Show. You can listen to me in your car. You can listen to me in a bar. You can listen to me from afar. You can listen to me. Actually, that's the last one I got right there. Too far. But anyways, we're going to run up the middle by the Ravens. That's going to be about 7-yard gain. Preview of the score prediction. Packers 34, Panthers 17. I like that. I think that's like my most common score prediction for every game. Yo, what's up, brother Frank? How you doing? You know what I mean? Happy Thursday night. We got 28-6 ball game. Real barn burn over here on Thursday Night Football. 2nd down and 3.
I agree with Ivan. I think this will be the first time we see the Packers really open up the offense.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're going to win big on Sunday.
Yeah, I think they're going to come out swinging. Defense is going to come out swinging. It's the time to have a complete game. Here we go. Lamar Jackson on 2nd and 3. They're at the 48-yard line. He's going to hand this thing off. He's going to dance around up the middle, trying to get the 1st down, and I think he got it very, very close if he didn't. And the Dolphins over here, absolute dumpster fire, 2:40 to go. I think most of their fans are already gone. They're already packing at McDaniel's office. This little experiment didn't work out, so hopefully, McDaniel's, I think he's going to get fired. I don't know if he's going to get fired now, but he's going to get fired eventually, and hopefully he bounces back. I like him. I think he's a funny guy, but we're going to see. But this Dolphins, it's rough. All right, so it's a 3rd down and 1. That was not a 1st down. And they're going to try to sneak this thing up the middle over here. And that's going to be a 1st down. Was that officially a tush push? I don't know if that was a tush push or the regular push. You know what I mean? The Packers will set their first defensive touchdown this season. I like that. We'll see. There you go. Glad to hear it, Billy Frank. Appreciate you being here.
I'll take it a step further. A step further. Golden will get his first touchdown this weekend. I'm going to take it a step further. Right there.
Yeah. We'll see. A lot of people talking about that. The Dolphins are trash this year. They need to rebuild. Yeah, they need to go right down to the foundation. Tickets to the Panthers game is half the price compared to Bengals game. Yeah, I thought about going. Actually, it was on the app looking at games. But I was like, I'm going to do a watch party instead. It would be a fun game to go to. But we were at the 2-minute warning over here. Look at that moonshot right there, bud. It's crazy how they got cameras that go right up on the moon. Yeah, scared it. I mean, dude. You come over here looking at the moon, man. Now you got like bats running over here. And I got that wild eye so I can see both at the same time, you know? You got that. Throw out the smoke now, too, you know what I mean? Are we in danger? Here we go. We're going to have a pitch right side by the Ravens, and he's going to try to find some room there about 3 yards on that gain. I'd love to see a combined 5 sacks between Parsons and Garrett. Yeah. I like that, dude. I like that idea. I like how Joey thinks. You know what I mean? What are we laughing at? I'd like to see flaming poop on the porch of this guy. I'll go to your house, Ivan. I can do that for you. I can make that happen for you, Ivan.
He can provide his own poo too.
Yeah. Go right to Ivan's house. He got the cameras like, it's me. It's Matt. I'll show you my driver's license. There you go. I wouldn't do that. 2nd down and 7. Here we go. And they're gonna kneel this thing and they're gonna try to run this thing out over here. The Ravens are gonna win this 28-6. 1:05 to go. They have to kneel it one more time. I love them effects. There you go. Yeah, the producer doing that work right there. I appreciate everyone who watched along through the whole thing, or most of it, or some of it. People just popped in. Appreciate you. And now we're gonna, see if McDaniels gets fired over here. Shout out to Lori over here, Joey, Kevin, Billy Frank. Gonna scroll through, Miss Gary Sweetheart. Appreciate you. And Ivan over here, obviously, and Stacy. I think some people moved on already, but there you go. I see you. Special alert for you. Special alert sound for you. There you go.
I'm curious what that is. Yeah.
Run the ball and let's get the heel out of here. Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure on this game. But Green Bay Packers Sunday. We're going to be live streaming, live watch party, noon Central Time. Come hang out with us. And then Friday night, tomorrow night, we're going to have a special Halloween-themed trivia show, trivia based on the NFL. And it's going to be scary. And it's going to be scary hard, too. So if you think you have the NFL knowledge, come hang out tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And if you're feeling frisky, you know what I mean? People in Jamaica are going through a thing. They have a hurricane, horrible thing for a lot of people. People lost everything. So if you want to donate, there's a QR code on the screen. There's also one in the chat. If you can't find it, let me know. I can get it to you somehow. You know what I mean? But we're gonna wrap this thing up. Shout out to Ivan. Shout out to Deb. Peace out, Deb. And shout out to Vinny. Vinny, the producer, putting on a good show for us. You know what I mean? He put a lot of work into it. More effort and whatnot. Shout out to Vinny. And we're out of here, folks. Have a good night. See you tomorrow night.